evening, everybody, and welcome to Grandville Middle School, home of this WCET Friday night extravaganza. It's a varsity football game between the undefeated Calvin Squires and the undefeated Belding Black Knights. I'm Andrew Kovac coming to you up above the west side of the field with the shadows cast out across the field. We're almost completely in shadows here as we get ready for this Friday night football game. And as usual, it is a Russo's Pizza night, so that means at the end of tonight's game, my partner and I will decide who the Russo's Pizza player is, and if you call Mike Russo and you're the first to do so and identify that Russo's Pizza player of the game, you can get yourself a free pizza. But don't ever stop there. Grab some cannolis or tiramisu, some Coca-Cola products, some breadsticks, what have you, to make up a complete dinner. Maybe pick up an extra pizza for tomorrow and have a great time out there in WCET land. So it's a Russo's Pizza night, and coming to you with me here in the press box, we've got all-around good guy Brian Waring on the camera and our trusty microphone friend, Tom Beist.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a great football game. 2 3-0 teams. Calvin Christian averaging over 31 a game, and Belding averaging over 56 points a game.
You know, Tom, Calvin Christian started off the year, made me a little sad. They took on the St. Louis Sharks from the center of the state.
They did.
That's where I went to high school, and not only did they take them on, but they beat them 20-14. So my Sharks, I think today, are still 0-3.
Now remember, last year these teams met on September 17. Belding won that game 57-13. So we get ready tonight for a great football game. It's a great track here. Teams have come out onto the field. They're lined up right now. The crowd has started to nestle in. Good turnout from the Belding folks, and Calvin Christian's filling these bleachers here on the home side.
Well, here at Grandville Middle School, we entertain natural turf. It's regular grass. There is no mud. I was down there talking to the officiating crew. The field is dry, so there's no mud on there. You never know sometimes with natural grass what you're going to get. But while we're thinking about it, our officiating crew, the referee is Brian Donovan, 15-year veteran out of Newaygo. Our umpire tonight is Jordan Day, 6-year veteran out of Rockford. Mark Bradburn is out of Lowell. He's been working 22 years. He'll be your headline judge. The line judge is Rodney Suggs. He's from Kentwood. He's been working 17 years. And rounding out the crew, he's the back judge. He'll be the one keeping track of time if it gets to be too long in the huddle. That's Daryl Dillard, a 20-year veteran out of Wyoming. This is the same crew, Tom, that we had a couple weeks ago when we had Grandville Bulldogs and the Byron Center Bulldogs.
Well, here we go, Andy. The folks are starting to stand. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have our national anthem here in a second. Teams are lined up. Our officials are in the center of the field. And we'll go silent here while we honor our country.
Well, welcome once again to Grandville Middle School. In this case, hosting is the team from Calvin Christian, the Squires. They'll be taking on the Belding Black Knights. The Knights captains are heading out to the center of the field, as well as the Squires, and we'll see what happens on the coin flip and who's going to get the ball. But you know, Tom, tonight we're got pretty much a limp flag, not much breeze whatsoever. It's 77 beautiful degrees at game time, and it's our annual, I mentioned annual news of the day. The Detroit Tigers have officially been eliminated from the playoffs.
Huge news, huge news.
While the Yankees have weathered the storm and are in first place in the all-important, tough American League East.
There we go. Hey, just a footnote here. Calvin Christian coming in excited this year at 3-0. They were 1-8 last year, so this has been a huge turnaround for Calvin Christian this year with a lot of excitement for this school. Remember, Calvin Christian does co-manage this team, and one of the players we'll point out later is from Potter's House on the Calvin Christian team. Belding comes in off from a 5-5 record last year, and again, a reminder that when they met a year ago, Belding beat Calvin Christian 57-13. Again, tale of two years. The big thing is the offenses here. Both Calvin Christian and Belding have thrown up big numbers. Calvin Christian averaging over 31 points a game, giving up 18, and of course Belding, I mentioned earlier, scoring 56. They're giving up less than 10 points a game. I do expect this to be a high-scoring game. In order for Calvin Christian to hang in there, they will have to, Andy, they will have to stay within one or two scores. Calvin Christian had won the toss, Andy. They have deferred to the second half. Belding will receive the football. They will be getting the football facing to the north. They'll be in the south end of the field, going south to north. Calvin Christian will go north to south. Sun's still peeking out. There's a few shadows on the field. It's a little bit humid, but there's 12 minutes on the clock. It is a beautiful night for high school football, and with the forecast coming in the next week, Andy, this might be the last time we're in shirt sleeves.
Well, you know, this is a perfect night for cramps, Charlie horses. If they haven't hydrated during the week and haven't done it tonight, you might see later in the game some tightness, as both of these schools have a limited number of staff of teammates. Most of them go both offense and defense. The Calvin Squires come in with the green and gold. They have 515 kids in the school, whereas the orange and Black Knights from Belding have 569 kids. So pretty much even that way. Both are Division 5 schools. Tom, maybe later you can point out, Calvin has 27 point or in 2/3 playoff points, whereas Belding has
Andy.
46.
Going to go out of bounds. That'll be a penalty.
That means Belding's going to take the ball at the 35-yard line. So why would one team have so many extra bonus points, Tom? You'll have to talk about that later.
Well, we'll talk
today.
about that later. But kind of an interesting start to the game with Calvin Christian. We see the pooch kick a lot out of Grandville, and we like it if it has enough height. The one danger is, though, if you kick it out of bounds, you give the opposing team great field position, and that's exactly what's going to happen here. Ball's going to be spotted on the 40-yard line. Belding will take over first.
35-yard line.
Or 35, yeah, Belding will take over first and 10. There will be 12 minutes on the clock.
They're putting it on the 40. It should be the 35.
I think it's the 40, Andy. I think on a ball out of bounds on that, you have the penalty, and it's on the 40-yard line.
It's a 25-yard penalty usually, 10.
So here we go. Belding.
That's only 20. It's a 25-yard penalty. It should be at the 35.
Belding, well, you get it at the point. There's another mistake. Calvin Christian's going to be in the neutral zone. You have the option of where it went out of bounds.
Okay, that makes sense.
So they took it at where it went out of bounds, which was wise because it gave Belding better field position. Belding comes out in the wing tee, so keep an eye on that. That's, as we know from seeing Grandville through WCET TV, it is a disciplined offense. They have a very good offensive front seven.
Calvin came in week 1 beating St. Louis, a Division 7 school, 20-14. Then they took on Division 8 schools and beat Muskegon Heights 42-20 and Sterling Heights Parkway Christian 32-20, whereas listen to these scores for Belding: 46-14 in week 1, a Division 4 school, and then 2 Division 5 schools. Lakewood Lake Odessa, they beat 60-8, and then last week Kelloggsville 62-6.
Not the start here that Calvin Christian wanted, because you basically has given away half the football field here, and we haven't even got 1 second off the clock yet. So here we go.
haven't.
Belding with his first offensive play. Calvin Christian with 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers.
And then there's a give 5 yards back.
Now we got motion.
It's player was in motion before the snap, so Belding's going to give 5 yards back, and
so we've had 35 yards in penalties, and we've only got 1 second off the clock.
well, technically that 1 second should be back on. And in the house tonight is Jeff Goodyear, our trusty spotter.
So we'll keep an eye on Belding here. Keeping an eye on the football is the key with the wing T. We just have to make sure we're watching. If they're doing their job correctly, the Calvin Christian defense has assignments on who they are to account for, and they must do that in the field of play.
Number 0, if number 0, or if 0 is a number, is your quarterback. That's Anthony Sidzbinski.
Well, the tackle by number 2, Henry Atkins, and number 20, James Daniels, with the tackle. What do you have, a gain there of just a good 5 yards, Andy?
No, exactly 5 yards.
Exactly 5 yards. Because it was going to set up
Tip
second
of the
down
nose
and 5
of the
here.
football is right on that 45.
So here comes the wing T again. Calvin Christian, the key here is penetration by those front 5. They've got to bust up the blocking.
Third man through. He's got some running room. He's got the first down. He's going to be tackled by a whole bunch of Squires.
Well,
that's number 8. That is Bryce Flynn.
The man that got there first was number 20, James Daniels again, his second. 2 plays, 2 tackles for James.
And we've got time is, I'm not sure why.
I don't see a flag. He now is placing the ball. There's just was a discussion on the spot, so it's a first down.
Could be number
Change
66.
move on the first down.
66.
And the clock should be started, and it is. We're 1 minute into the football game. Here comes Belding with a first down and 10.
Drew Staub just came off the field, threw his helmet on the ground, and he's walking down the sideline. Not sure what's going on there. Looks like number 4 is your ball carrier. That would be Gavin Craner. He's a sophomore, if that indeed that was Gavin Craner.
Neuenhouse and Pettyjohn in on the tackle for Calvin Christian. Short gain, maybe 2 yards, setting up second down and 8.
66 for Calvin is pacing back and forth behind the Calvin Christian bench. Drew Staub, I'm not sure what was going on there. He tossed his helmet on the ground and he's pacing back and forth like a dad in a waiting room. First man through gets cut down. That's number 2. That would be Coden McNeil. Coden is a senior.
Tackle by Rain Daniels, number 10. But again, now third down for Belding. Going to be about a good 4 yards, Andy. Belding perfectly happy with this as they run that wing T. And knowing Belding here, Andy, if they don't get it and it's less than 2, they would go for it on fourth down. So here's a big third down play for the Squires. See if they can force something here. Huge
There's
hole.
a big hole for number 8. He's going to be across the line to gain, and Bryce Flynn will get yourself a first down for the Black Knights of Belding.
Number 1, Matt Elderkin in on the tackle for Calvin Christian.
That was a slow defensive play for Calvin Christian. They didn't seem to get it right away. Picked up the first down, and the chains are, well, they look like they're moving.
They've been notified to move.
Well, now
They're having a little trouble getting them organized. Little kink.
the down marker has been moved, but the chains
The chains were stuck.
The chains are just kind of
They're sauntering.
Here
we go. Belding with the first down and 10. Calvin Christian looking to put a little stop to this. There's been some big holes here in this first series.
Senior Anthony Sabinski behind the line. He's got a pass to the outside. He throws it out of bounds. Not sure why you would do that when you've got the wing T that's been moving the ball.
Yeah. Number 2, Henry Eakins was right in the right spot. Ball was thrown high, but Henry was where he was supposed to be. Had the ball maybe been thrown where it was supposed to be, Henry might have been able to pick it because he was in really good position.
But yes, on the defense.
On the defensive side.
Yeah, because the ball was thrown behind the line of scrimmage, and
so here we go.
Not sure what the call is on that one when you've been moving the ball
I think they'll
three
go
and 4 yards.
Yeah, they were thinking they were going to catch him cheating.
Oh, that might be true. There's a handoff. This is a fourth man that's been running the ball. That's Jack Ward. Jack is a junior. He was part of that wing T just now.
Tackle by number 20, James Daniels. That's James' third tackle of the game.
Well, we've seen 4 running backs already. Number 2, 4, 6, and 8.
Yep. And here it comes, the third down and
Big one.
9. Third down and 9. Squire's looking for a shutdown here because they want to force him into a fourth down, maybe stop this drive. Belding has kind of been methodical here, and other than 2 little hiccups, this has been a pretty opening drive.
Let's see if they pass this time. Nope, last man through gets it. That's number 4. That's Gavin Craner, and it's going to bring up a big fourth down. I would suspect that they're going to go for this.
Pettyjohn and Newhouse in on the tackle, 32. Newhouse has to come out as his helmet came off during the tackle. Nothing just because the leg hit it, and he didn't have his chin. A lot of those kids don't have their chin traps real tight. They're loose, and so the helmet will pop. By rule, he has to leave for 1 play. Unfortunately for Calvin Christian, it is 4th down and 5 and a critical play.
Well, it is a possible pass. We saw him think about it once.
They seem to like that counter and go off from that right side. Let's see what they do here.
Oh, we
got an offside.
Flag. That's 5 yards right there.
That's going to be encroachment, 5 yards, and that could easily, Andy, give them.
4th and 1, I think.
You think it's going to be that short?
Yeah, I think they're still going to have 1 yard to go.
Well, for the wing T, that's a gift.
It is.
For the wing T, that's a gift. So you're right. 4th down and 1. And for the wing T, that's just a gift.
Oh, just short. Calvin was just a little bit too eager. I don't know if that's 13 who's coming off the field.
You got to be disciplined. Well, Neuenhaus is going back in because he was a starter on defense. So this is huge if Calvin Christian can shoot the gap and do something big.
No, it's a big play up the middle. Number 8. He's pushing the line. He's going to get all the way out to the 17-yard line, and the chains will move. Yep. We'll have a new line to gain.
Yeah, Neuenhaus ran him down, but he had to run him down from the backside, and it had already been way too late.
That was a huge penalty by the Squires.
Yeah, a little lack of discipline here. A couple offsides, neutral zone infraction.
Kick out of bounds.
Yeah, this is not how you want to start a football game, and not with a team like Belding that averages 56 points a game this year. Yeah, you don't want to give them too many opportunities.
They already know how to put the ball in the end zone.
They figured that one out. Going to keep it around the end.
And he's going to get drilled.
Number 20.
Lost one.
Number 20, James Daniels. 4th tackle here of the first half for James. Really good pursuit. Lateral pursuit was excellent.
That was a good stick.
That was a good stick. That's the way you're supposed to tackle.
Stick him.
The pursuit was great. No gain on the play. Just a tremendous lateral pursuit. Saw it. Went right off from the block and came right on in and ended it right there. So here
Daniels
comes.
met him chest to chest, and he's a much bigger player than Sudzbinski, and put him on the ground. It's 2nd and 10, all of it.
Pass, Andy, pass.
He's being pursued. He's got a man open, and he's going to get hit right at the, at about the 15-yard line.
Matt Elderkin, number 1 with the tackle.
Looks like the 14. They're going to mark it at the 14 where the forward process. Another good stick, though.
Yeah, and good coverage. I mean, that I'll give that up on 2nd down. That's 3 yards off from a pass play. Great coverage, closed quickly. Elderkin made no chance for yards after catch. 0. Put him down on the ground.
Now, this is interesting because Anthony Sudzbinski runs all the way to the sideline to the coach to get the play, and he's on the close hash mark, close to us, so he's got to go all the way across. Usually they do that with signals, but he had to run over there, and it's the 2nd man through. Number 2, he's going to get stopped right about the 8-yard line, but a pickup of about 2 more.
Well, that's 32. That's Neuenhaus, and that, again, is his 4th tackle here And that was beautiful. So Calvin Christian getting a little stiff here on the last 3 plays and setting up 4th down and 5. Ball on the 14.
4th and 5.
We might see a timeout here.
They got to make sure they don't jump off sides, and you are absolutely right. Belding will take their first time out. Here on WCET TV, I'm Andrew Kovac with Tom Beist and our trusty sidekick, Jeff Goodyear, keeping track of some stats for us. We've got all-around good guy Brian Waring on the camera doing the producing here tonight. And it's a Russo's Pizza night at the end of tonight's game, Tom. The pressure's on. We have to come up with a Russo's Pizza player of the game.
We'll work hard on it. We'll work hard on it.
Beautiful night, 77 degrees, very little wind. We could have a little bit more of a breeze. It's a little toasty up here in the press box, but there's no snow.
There's no snow, and it'll all come soon enough. So we're not going to get too excited and worried about anything. We're just going to be happy that we have a beautiful night for football.
You got some football tomorrow with the grandkids?
No, nothing on Saturday. I'll be somewhere about 3 to 5 miles out in Lake Michigan.
No kidding.
Yep.
Some big salmon or?
No, I'm going to do some education and teach some folks how to play with boats.
Okay, well, I'm going to go and watch my little 6-year-old granddaughter be a cheerleader with her little first-grade boyfriend who might be playing football.
Here we go, 4th and 5. There's a good day.
Oh, my God, I can hardly wait.
There's a good day. Interesting shift here, Andy.
They went to the I formation on a shotgun, and Zero's taking it himself. And he's going to have it, and he's going to run in for the touchdown.
Flag.
Sweet.
We have a flag. I think we have a hold.
A hold on yeah.
Oh, that is huge.
That's what opened up that sideline for Sabinski to get around the corner.
Do you think Steve Van Dam for Calvin is going to take the penalty in here or decline and let him have the points?
That's a tough one, but I think he might walk this one off.
All right, I'm going to go with that decision. I think you're right on it. Well, it's a great call. Other than the hold, it was beautifully executed, but Calvin Christian gets a huge break here. Now remember, they're going to get 4th down over. Belding will still continue to go for it. Too far to kick a field goal if they have one, and certainly no reason to punt.
Well, right at the end, Szybinski dropped back into the shotgun. They actually went from a wing T into what looked like an I formation or a T formation, and he had a whole cast of pulling people off to the right side, but I think it was that right tackle that held, and that created a 10-yard penalty.
We're back to the wing T. Pass.
Back to pass. He's got a man open if he can hit him, and he does. In stride. It's a touchdown.
No flags. No flags. Touchdown is confirmed by our referee. The first 6 of the game are on the board at the 4:50 mark in the first quarter. Belding strikes, putting 6 on the board.
Is that 24 yards, Jeff? 18 from the 18? Okay. That was one.
So at the 4:50 mark, beautiful pass play.
Oh, it was.
Belding now coming out with the formation. It's the regular offense, so they will be going for 2 here.
So you might say Calvin Christian's a little suspect in the pass defense.
Well, that's what was kind of a concern. Can they hang with them? I know Calvin Christian can score. Can they score enough? Because the Belding offense has proved at 56 a game so far, they can score.
Well, and they went to the...
Right up the middle, Andy.
They went to the shotgun, and Szybinski took it himself for 2.
So that happened quick, fast, and interesting because they chewed up more than half of the quarter on their drive, survived a couple of penalties, Belding did. That big 4th down holding call, come right back to score. Great series, opening series for Belding. Calvin Christian actually didn't play that bad on defense. I think their biggest problem here was just a couple of penalties that just gave Belding great field position.
Did you get who received that pass for the touchdowns? Number 3.
So
they're saying number 3, Owen Meineke. Meineke got that pass.
Well, Owen is a senior, Andy, and made a beautiful reception. Ball put right on the money.
Oh, it was.
Calvin Christian now going to receive this football up in the north side of the field, and they're looking to get themselves some good field position. So ball going to be spotted on the 40, which is where Belding will kick from. We haven't seen Calvin Christian come out yet. We're waiting for that. We'll see once if they go 1 deep or 2 deep. And again, we don't know any prior information about the Belding kicking game, so we'll see once who's got the big foot and who doesn't.
I'm surprised Calvin Christian came out in their black uniforms tonight. At least they look black to me.
They are black, and I'm assuming that, you know, you want it to go black against white, great contrast, and give
but
them all.
Their colors are green and gold. I'm surprised they don't have like a dark green or something.
Well, you never know.
I guess.
So ball teed up on the 40. Belding ready to go here. Too deep for Calvin Christian. Let's see how much foot he's got.
Oh, it's a line drive. And fielded right there at the 7. It's going to go out of bounds at the 25.
Run out of bounds by
our yard markers could be a little bit better, I think, Tom. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it could be too.
They're a little tough to figure
They're
out.
a little bit tough to figure out here.
There's some big numbers on the bleachers across the track, and there's little ones on the field, but a lot of times players are walking in front of them, and it's kind of hard to see. Is it the 35 or the 40?
Well, it's at the 25, Andy.
Yeah, well.
On the far side of the field, you'll see the markers.
Right.
So it's on the 25. Hayden Halliday was the other person that ran the Squire out of bounds. So here's 1st and 10. Ball spotted on the 25. 4:39 on the clock when Calvin Christian snaps. Calvin Christian looking to answer here in the first quarter.
They're in a spread offense. 3 to the left, 2 to the right, and it's a pass into the flat and picked up before it went onto the ground, but just back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe give him a gain of 1.
Number 6, Jack Ward in on the tackle. Jack Ward in on the tackle for Belding.
Nice catch off. Just got it before it hit the ground.
Yeah, he did. It was literally a millimeter.
Yeah, literally.
He stuck those hands right underneath. It was a great reception. The hard thing for the running back there is he's got to create and loses all that forward momentum just getting the ball, securing the catch, which he has to do. But then by the time he picked it up, he was already wrapped up by the closing defensive back. So here's 2nd down.
Well, Paul Bauma is your senior quarterback. No relation to the athletic director, Tom Bauma. He's got his man across. Number 20 spins, breaks a tackle, gets out to about the 27.
Yep, number 6 there in on the tackle. Again, Jack Ward. He broke one and puddled out.
James Daniels was on the reception there, senior. You know, you've called his name a few times so far on defense, and now he had a nice catch and a nice spin. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 4 to go.
Well, I believe Paul Bauma that's out there is the grandson of Paul Bauma, who used to be president of Michigan Carpet.
Could be.
Very nice family. And then
there's a 5-yarder.
Yep, there's a 5-yarder. Number 1 got a little bit excited there, Drew Donovan, and we have another penalty. We've had quite a few penalties already here in the first half. That's
going to be a 1st down. I think they credit that 1st down to Bauma, the quarterback.
They do. You are correct.
But like I said.
Oh, now hold on. This is really close. I don't see chains moving yet.
Well,
there they go.
They're just slow tonight.
They're just slow. They react a little slower than what. Maybe they've moved too fast at one time, and then the
maybe told to slow down.
The head linesman gets a little upset. So here we come, 1st down and 10. Ball on the 36. 3:06 on the clock here in Squireland.
There's a floater out to Daniels. He's going to get out to the 35.
Well, 28 with
almost
the tackle.
That's almost to the 40.
That's Hayden Halliday with the tackle.
I think they're going to mark it right on the 40. They are.
I'll tell you, Andy, he's tough to bring down.
He is.
He is tough to bring down.
And Bauma's just floating those balls out to him in the flat. They've got so many guys in the pass patterns. In a spread offense, obviously it's a passing offense, but Bauma had 3 to the left and 2 to the right to one time. I don't know what it was now.
Remember, Daniels goes both ways, too, so he gets his first little breather here. 2nd down and 6 for Calvin Christian.
Number 10 was a late check, and that's Rain Daniels. He, too, is a senior.
Right up the middle, closed fast.
But it's going to pick up at least 3.
Yep, big scrunch, and it's just going to get stacked up. The person who made the first hit is number 15, who we do not have on our scorecard.
A 15? I do not have a 15 for Belding. But, you know, that's our infamous ghost player to be named later.
There we go. But sets up 3rd down and 4.
I guess they only gave him 2 on
Ball
the
spotted on the
forward
43.
progress.
1:30 here left in the first quarter. Calvin Christian with a nice little start to this drive. Got a little rhythm, got things going. They just have to keep positive yardage here.
2 and 2 left and right with 1 in the backfield. That's number 1 in motion, Matt Elderkin. Elderkin's now going to go into the flat. They're looking for him. Bomber's rolling to his right. Now he's passing to the outside. He's out of the tackle box.
And throw a ball away.
Yeah, because there was absolutely nobody he was throwing it to.
Nope, and there was no place he was going to go. It's a great decision.
Well, he got the ball beyond the line of scrimmage.
Correct.
And he was beyond the tackles.
Yep. Paul's a senior, and he made a great decision there. Because,
well, I think he should have rolled to the left, though. He had 3 guys on the other side of the field.
Well, that could be. And we don't know. Maybe they were going isolation. It looks like Calvin Christian is going to punt here, Andy. They're going into punt formation with 4th down and 4. Ball on the 43.
Belding has 2 in the backfield. That's number 10, and who's the one farther across? That's 0? Is that Sisbinski?
Yeah.
And number 10 is Tyler Slocum.
Now, the linebackers are staying at home for Belding because they're going to make sure this is a punt. Good kick.
It's going to be fielded by Tyler Slocum, though. Breaks a tackle, and he's still on the ground. He just puts his shoulder down and runs over.
Well,
number 18.
We got a flag on the field.
Flags, 2 flags coming.
Daniels made the tackle after he broke the first one, but now we got 2
there
flags.
Might be some chirping going on there.
And let's
18.
see if this is the same penalty or 2 separate penalties because they were thrown at different times.
Strelke Zander got up and was saying something, and the referee and Rodney Suggs, and Rodney is the line judge.
They're giving an explanation. I think this is going to go against Calvin Christian. We're getting it all pointed out.
Rodney is the line judge. He's got the football.
Now he's going to talk to
I take it back. That's Jordan Day. No,
well, isn't your average?
That was Rodney throwing the ball off. Jordan's in the middle of the field talking to Belding, which indicates 2 different penalties, and he gets his choice of which one he wants.
You don't look happy.
That's what I'm reading. Well, Calvin Christian, Steve Van Dam is not saying a whole lot. He's, I think, trying to get some clarification.
Well, I don't think a lot of people know. Here we go. We should be getting the call right now from our referee.
Belding's head coach is Monty Price, and he looked like
we need more explanation.
He looked like it was a whatever.
I don't think he liked it. Whatever it was.
The chains are going backwards. So I think the referee said something to Monty Price, the head coach, and Monty kind of gave him the brush off with the hand, saying whatever, you know. And now they're talking to Van Dam and saying, what do you want?
Lots of pointing. That's all I can see.
I thought maybe they'd have also the possibility of offsetting penalties.
Yeah, but that would have been decided a long time.
You would think.
Something has to be marked off here as long as this procedure against, let's decline.
Illegal formation against Calvin. Personal foul hit to the head against Belding.
That's a spot foul.
Well, is somebody eliminated from the game? A hit to the head sometimes is a disqualification.
Well, if it's deemed
personal foul,
then it is.
Well, what else can a hit to the head be?
But then he would have given the disqualification.
Ball carrier went down and the head came down.
Okay, so there's no disqualification because he didn't disqualify. He would have given the thumb to a number.
Well, as it is, it's going to be 1st down, 10 yards to go. Ball is going to be spotted on the 35. And Mr. Goodyear says the ball carrier for Belding put his shoulder and head down, and that caused the contact. Sisbinski off to the right. He's got some running room, stiff arms, got the 1st down and out of bounds.
He's running out of bounds by number 1, Elderkin.
That's Owen Meinke. It looks like looks like Belding might be giving up on the wing T and going to the pass out of a T formation.
Interesting call here, but again, Belding may have done this in previous games, or he may have put this in for this football game. When 2, 3, and 0 teams meet, he knows how important this win is. So that sets up 1st and 10. Ball on the 45. 45 seconds left here in the first quarter.
A lot of action with no point. Oh yeah, we got 7 or 8 points. Quick man up the middle, but he's going to be hammered right at the line of scrimmage for not much.
Well, that was Daniels and Newhouse. Both of them stood it up and shut it down. That is the 5th tackle for each of those guys. They have accounted for 10 tackles already here in the first quarter.
Forward progress is giving him 3 yards, though, and then he got drilled and shoved backwards.
Well, I like Calvin Christian's read and react here. They're doing a very good job. What do we got here? They're not going to run a play, Andy. This is going to end the first quarter.
Switch around. Well, Brian, we taking a break here on WCET. Gives us a bite of Russo's Pizza. And Tom and I'll be back with you shortly. After one complete quarter, it's 8-0 in favor of the Black Knights of Belding here on WCET TV.
It's time to experience the flavor of Russo's Pizzeria. Pickup, delivery, and catering available. Proudly serving you since 1953. With generations of recipes to satisfy any craving, we're ready to make your next meal. Call us up or stop in the corner of 44th and Burlingame to get your piece of the action today.
Welcome back to WCET TV and home of this Friday night extravaganza. I'm Andrew Kovac with my partner Tom Beist. We're on the west side press box at the Grandville Middle School. Tom, back in the day, this was the varsity field.
Yeah, this hosted a lot of varsity contests over the years for Grandville. And
I think this might have been, Jeff, help me out here. Was this the varsity field when they had the state championship? Granville?
It'd have to be.
I think this was like one of the last couple years of the Granville High School being here before they built the new one and moved to the artificial turf.
Just a quick footnote, Andy. Belding's 1-0 in their conference. This is Calvin Christian's first conference game, so they have not posted a win or a loss in the conference yet. So big for both of them. So we turn it around. Belding now goes to the south end zone. 12 minutes on the clock. They lead 8-0. It'll be a 2nd down and 7. Ball spotted on the 47-yard line.
Right in front of us, however, the headline judge has just said don't put anything in play yet.
Well, the umpire's right over the ball, so nothing's going to happen until the referee's in position. And then our umpire will go, okay, you're in, baby. So here we go.
Mark Bradburn is your headline judge. Okay, we're in the, God, I don't even know what kind of formation that is. Long bomb going down. Catch. Grab all the way down to the 16-yard line. I think, Tom, if the Calvin Christian Squire defense, was that number 1 or
9
2?
Was on the coverage.
Who?
Number 9 was on the coverage.
If he would have looked a little sooner, he could have had a pick.
He could have. Great adjustment, though, by Belding's receiver.
Oh, absolutely.
To go to the back shoulder, elevate, make the catch, and control it. He definitely, had he seen the ball, would have had an opportunity. But now Belding kind of breathing down here at 1st and 10. Ball's on the 16. We've got plenty of time here as we're just into the second.
Definitely played the player instead of the ball.
Just into the second quarter.
Sidzbinski's keeping himself around the right-hand side. He's going to walk into the end zone from 16 yards out.
Yes,
and just
from the 16-yard line, he just skated it in. He is definitely a weapon in that offense. If you start concentrating too much, somebody has to be assigned to the quarterback because the linebackers are going to stay inside and worry about those guys in the wing T. But he gets outside, he can run, and we've also seen he can throw the ball. This is why they've been averaging 56 a game.
But he had nice blockers all the way on the right-hand side. There was an interesting formation. He had 2 running backs in kind of like the pistol formation or what could have possibly been a wildcat. 1 wide receiver to the left, and then he was in a shotgun, just kept it himself. Now, if you look, he's got 2. They're not set anywhere. Now he's going to do the same thing on the left-hand side, and he's going to scamper in for 2.
He's quick. Good blocking, too.
And
Great
it's
blocking.
16-0.
And number 4, that's Gavin Craner for Belding, was the man that really sealed that off and allowed him to get outside and scamper right in for the 2 points. So
Sabinski, he's heard that there's a Russo's Pizza Player of the Game up for grabs here tonight, and he's making his mark with he's got what, 6, 8, 9, 10 of the 16 points, and he's running this offense like he knows what he's doing, showing leadership.
Calvin Christian now is really got it back to a wall here. You cannot go down 3 scores to Belding. You got to stay within striking distance here. So this drive here early here in the second quarter is huge for Calvin Christian Squires. They've got to get good field position. They got to put something on the board, because if you just trade points now with Belding, they're going to wind up winning. And if they go up 3, then you really got a problem. So here comes Calvin Christian. They're going to try to get a good run back here. Belding with a lot of energy. They're very calm. They're always out on the field early. They seem to be really organized. All their kicking teams are out right away.
That's number 7, CJ Kazmierski, the kicker, getting ready to kick off. He and his Black Knights lead 16-0 with 11:36. We're just underway in the second quarter.
Lights have been turned on here at the stadium. Ball teed up on the 40-yard line.
We've got 2 at the 40, 2 at the 30, and 2 at deep, and going to be fielded right at the 15-yard line. Cutting up the middle is number 10 for the Calvin Christian Squires. That's Rain Daniels. Had a nice comeback.
Very nice. Very nice. Hunter Conrad with the tackle, his first tackle of the game. Really, really good field position here. This is what Calvin Christian wanted. Absolutely wanted to be on top. Around the area right now,
here's the second quarter score. Grandville 16-0 over West Ottawa, and Zeeland West 32-0 over Holland. Both second quarter scores. Zeeland East 7-6 over the Big Reds of Muskegon in the
Ludington and Muskegon.
Second.
Ludington 3-0, Muskegon Oak Ridge 3-0 are both going at it tonight. Byron Center 1-2 is at Lowell 3-0. Here we go.
Back to pass. It's going to get drilled in the background or the backfield, and he's going to lose about 7 yards.
Well, number 15 was there first, wrapped him up from behind, or that's 75. And that's line ball. Wrapped him up from behind there. He had nowhere to go.
Hudsonville, listen to this score, Tom. 7-0 over Caledonia.
Wow.
That's the home of Jeff Goodyear's
that could be interesting.
Daytime activities with the special ed program at Caledonia.
Well, Cedar Spring and
it's homecoming, too.
Homecoming for Caledonia. It's also homecoming tonight for East Kentwood as they take on Jenison at EK.
Handoff on the inside, cutting back. Nothing going there. Maybe a pickup of 1. Bauma's got his work cut out for him on 3rd down and about a long way to go. He's got at least 14. 3rd and 14,
Isaac Casey,
3rd and
number
13.
Isaac Casey, 57 in on the tackle. That's going to set up, 3rd and 13. This is tough here. Need the first down bad, Andy. They need it bad here.
Well, he started with that pass, and he was swallowed up by the collapse of the pocket. All of his players were covered, and you just can't stand there forever.
Nope.
Unless you're Tom Brady.
Unity Christian is doing battle with Fruitport tonight.
That could be a good game.
The other one I'm keeping an eye on is Orchard Lake St. Mary's and River Rouge are going at it.
Bauma pass.
What a catch.
Daniels catches.
What a catch.
Out to the 50-yard line for the first down. Way to go up in the air and get that one. Number 20, James Daniels. Boy, he skied for that.
And Minke finally ran him down, but Bauma put it up high, and he just climbed the ladder and grabbed it.
Did it look kind of like a dead quail floating out there, though? It didn't look like a zip.
It wasn't zip, but it was on the money.
It was on the money.
Right where it needed to be, and he climbed the ladder and got it.
Daniels did bail him out. Fruitport, Calvin, or Unity, you mentioned?
Yeah.
They're in the first quarter. It's Unity Christian 24-12.
Here comes Calvin Christian. He breaks a tackle.
Daniels along the left-hand side.
He could go. He's gone, Andy. He's gone.
He gets into the end zone. 50-yard run for James Daniels, and that gets Calvin Christian on the board.
Calvin.
Nice block on the left-hand side.
Oh, beautiful. They're going to go for 2. Calvin Christian rings the bell and answers it. My, oh my, that is huge for Calvin Christian. He is a good football player, Mr. Daniels. He plays offense, he plays defense. He's coming out here now. Ball going to be spotted.
Look for a pass into the end zone here.
What a beautiful run.
So
Calvin Christian looking to put 2 on the board here. Just exactly what Calvin Christian needed in this football game.
Daniels has been over, though.
Well, he's been working hard. He's been out there on offense. He's been out there on defense.
What they don't know is standing up straight gets you more oxygen.
When you're so tired, those shoulders are hard. Here's the point after.
32.
He got her.
Gets a run in, number 32.
He got her.
That is Jake Neuenhaus.
What great blocking on the right side. Calvin Christian line going left, going right. Puts 8 on the board with 9:20 left here in the second quarter. Calvin Christian put 8 up to just come within striking distance of the 16 of Belding. Huge series for Calvin Christian.
Well, that brings the crowd to its feet, especially those in the student body. They're having a whiteout over there tonight, Tom.
Well, they're having a whiteout. The band's here. They did our national anthem. It was great. It's what's all good about high school football.
77 game time degrees. And coming out, getting ready to kick off will be number 1, Matt Elderkin. And he's switching balls with the official there. Now, does he kick his own football, or does
he might have a ball that he prefers to kick as long as it's legal. He may feel that it.
Well, when I was down on the field, the officials were checking the balls to be used for tonight's game. And remember, if you're on offense, you play with the ball you bring to the field, and vice versa. When the Belding comes out, they bring a ball that they like.
Right. Anytime you have possession, so even though this ball is being kicked off, technically Calvin Christian has possession, so it will be the football they want to play with.
Look at the way he's got that ball teed up.
This is going to be interesting. I'm looking for something to bounce all over the place. What about you?
He's got a one-step, and he boots a squib kick, and it's going to be picked up at the 35, and he's across the 50.
He's still chugging.
Number 1 is your ball carrier. Wow, I don't know that I would
finally brought
like
down
that.
by number 10, Daniels. Flag on the play. Flag on the play. This could help Calvin Christian. He's throwing it up a little bit. It might be a hold over there. Still more.
At the 45.
Dropping it at the 45 of Calvin. Personal foul. Oh.
What is that signal?
Personal foul. That is illegal blindside block.
Okay, 2 fists come together?
Correct. Illegal
I'm glad you got the
blindside.
book with you, because I never would have known that one. Have you ever seen that one before?
Not in a high school game.
I mean, have you seen that signal before?
Not in a high school game.
Have you seen it anywhere?
NCAA.
Okay.
You'll see it once in a while.
So an illegal blindside block.
Means he was standing there defenseless,
Bam.
not involved in the play.
Didn't know he was going to get hit and got blasted.
And he had no idea that the bus was coming.
Yeah, well, I think it was more like a train. And it's a big mark-off.
Remember, everything in football today is gauged by whether or not the player is defenseless.
Well, it's going to take it all the way back to the 35 from the 35.
Big for Calvin Christian. This sets Belding back.
That's a 30-yard block back. Sabinski hands off, and it's going to be right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe give him 1.
Pettyjohn, number 52. Blake came off the block, snuck around, wrapped him up, and then his partners helped clean it up. But Pettyjohn is the one that messed that up and stopped that for maybe a half a yard gain.
I wonder if that's Carol Pettyjohn's son. Carol used to be on the Grandville Public Schools board. Graduated from Alma College just a few years ahead of me.
There were people ahead of you?
There were. Carol Pettyjohn was one of them.
Must be an old school.
So
here we go with second down, and I say 9.5.
40-some years ago. Oh, there's 5 yards.
No. He went on the first signal, and you're going to give him an easy 5.
That's Vanderkotty.
And never want to do that with a wing tee.
You know what they need to do if they're going to do that? Just line up a yard back, so if they start and go forward, they don't cross the line. That's
Well,
that's
you
a
shouldn't.
big penalty.
I know, but you shouldn't be timing it anyway based upon the count. You should only be looking at the football.
And he's right there. He's the defensive.
There's nobody
end.
in his way.
Just look at that ball. But see, Belding does a little
Counter
kick.
inside. Our buddy, number 52, Pettyjohn, snuck off the block, wrapped him up from behind again. He has gotten very active here on this series.
Watch how Belding lines up. They line up in the with the knuckles on the ground, but then they come up real quick and then go right back down. Why don't you describe this, Tom? Tell me what you see.
Take a look here. 3rd down and 3. Ball's on the 42. This is a biggie for Calvin Christian. If they can shut this down and force a punt, this would be huge. Let's see what Belding dials up here.
Okay, see everybody's on their knee or hands on their knees. Now they go down.
Just a 2-part motion. Oh!
Stop
Pettyjohn again. Oh, baby. Number 52, Blake Pettyjohn again. Somewhere he dialed it up here on this series. 4th down and 5. Ball goes back to just on this side of the 40, on the Calvin Christian side of the 40. Well, let's see what Belding has.
Drew Brookheis, B-R-O-E. I don't know, is it Brookheis? Brook. He was in on that tackle also.
They're going for this. This is big. 4th down and 5. 6:52 left on the clock. 16-8 game. Calvin Christian holds here. They're going to get great field position with plenty of time on the clock.
Let's see if they try to draw them off sides. They're back into the wing tee.
It was just to see if he could get him.
Delay of game.
Yeah, he just wanted to see if he could get him.
Now it's going to bring
no
up
punt.
4th and 10, and I got to believe they're going to punt on
They
this
will
one.
punt now, but you know what? That's pretty good coaching on Belding's part.
Yeah.
Make it look good, tense. He's already seen 4 or 5 encroachments into that neutral zone and offsides. Hey, let's see if we can get a cheap 5 here. Calvin Christian stays disciplined. The 5 gets marked off. It'll be 4th down and 9.
Well, your back judge, Daryl Dillard, was counting that one off. He's actually the one that threw the delay, which is the one that should be throwing it.
Okay, this is an odd formation for a punt unless he drops back here. He's too close.
He's got 2 to the left. Could be a squib kick.
It is. It's a soccer style, and it's long. Nobody back for Calvin Christian. Oh, got the Belding bounce.
Big Belding bounce all the way down to the 15.
But still a very, very big series for the Calvin Christian defense, Andy. Great stand. They hold Belding. They get the ball back. Going to be spotted in their territory right on the 20-yard line, Andy?
15 or
right on the 20.
20.
And we'll have 6 minutes on the clock. They have plenty of time. They have 3 timeouts in their pocket. So with 6 minutes, 3 timeouts, and the offensive show they put on the last series, this is very doable for Calvin Christian and may just define this game.
Number 12, Bauma in the shotgun. He's got 1 man back, 2 left and 2 right. Handoff on the inside. He's going to pick up maybe 3.
Well, the hole closed in a hurry.
Yeah.
And that was number 75 in there again.
Line
ball, Levi.
Look for him on this play to roll out to the right. He had 2 guys over there. One had completely beaten his player down the field. Now, that doesn't mean he would again, but Bauma is a right-handed passer. If he rolls to the right, he's got 2 guys, could be streaking the field. That's number 3, Lucas Cisco.
Calvin Christian lost yards, so 2nd down and 11. And this drive has to produce for them.
It did. Well, it was off to the side. That's Daniel, or no, that's number 10. He's going to Rain Daniels. It was Daniels, just the other one.
Gavin Craner, number 4, with the tackle after the reception. But that's a great play for Calvin Christian. Sets up now a 3rd down and a good 3. Very doable here for the Calvin Christian offense. Great call, great poise, beautiful throw. So here comes Calvin Christian. 3rd down and 3. Ball spotted on the 27-yard line, 26 and a half. 4:44 left on the clock. Calvin Christian looking for a big 1st down.
Just found out Rain Daniels and James Daniels are brothers.
That's terrific. Checking the sideline. We may see a timeout here. Keep an eye on that back judge because he's counting.
Both are seniors. Bauma's going to keep it himself. He's going to be real close to a first down.
Well, he was run down by number 51, Trenton Dodd. How close is it? It's short. Here is a huge call in this football game.
They're saying move the chains.
They're saying move the chains.
Yeah.
Calvin Christian with a huge first down.
I think Calvin got a great spot as they put the nose of the football right on the 30.
Bauma's a big kid.
Yeah.
Got his momentum going. Got enough to get it done. So Calvin Christian working this. They want to use the clock and score. If they can get down and leave Belding with little or nothing on that clock, it would be huge.
It'd be huge if they go in the locker room tied 16-all.
They just have to stay in rhythm here, Andy. Be calm, stay in rhythm.
Bauma, quick one outside. Got a positive yard, maybe or two. Looked like
stays
number
in bounds,
3.
And that's fine.
Lucas Cisco, I think, was your ball carrier.
Number 17 in on the tackle, the defensive back. That's
the receiver, I should
Isaiah
say.
Batter for Belding in on the tackle. I like the call.
Yeah.
If he breaks the tackle, there's another 3, 4, 5 there easily. There's still 3:25 left on the clock. Again,
he had to go up high, though, to get that ball. And
Bauma's been high all first half for most of his passes, but his receivers seem to know that.
But
the only
it takes
danger,
them a while to come down, and then they're getting drilled right away.
They're getting drilled. So here we go, 2nd down and 8, ball on the 32. We're going to be about 3:05 when he snaps it.
Cut up the middle. Catch made. Across the 50, down to the 49.
That was a beautiful reception.
That was a good pass. That was
number
a line
17 batter in on the tackle again, but great call, great receiver, great reception.
Matt Elderkin on the reception there.
Beautifully done. Bauma to Elderton, just gorgeous, setting up 1st and 10. Ball right on the 50-yard line. There's 2:50 left here on the clock. 16 for Belding, 8 for Calvin Christian.
That was an 18-yard pass play.
This drive is really looking good for Calvin Christian, and they are proving in this first half they can play with them.
Isaac Grudhouse way out to the left. Down the middle. Catch is made. Number 3, Lucas Cisco. Out to the 30, another 20-yard pickup with 2:25 to go on the clock, Tom.
Number 3 in on the tackle with the coverage. That's Menke, Owen Menke for Belding, but Calvin Christian has found some rhythm here, Andy.
Well, those last 2 passes were more line drives, too.
They were beautiful, and his receivers have got great hands so far. Nothing's been dropped. Their hands are up. Catch, bring it to the body. They're not letting it bounce around, so Calvin Christian, 1st down and 10, ball spotted on the 30. 2:10 left on the clock. Calvin Christian still has 3 timeouts.
They have what we would call good rhythm going right now.
We'll be under 2 minutes on the snap.
Pass across, in, catch.
Beautiful play.
Down to about, well, where are they going to mark it? Right at the 21?
Yeah, Conrad will be credited with the tackle. He touched him when he was on the ground, but ball on the 21, 2nd down and short. Boy, I'll tell you something, Andy, 2nd down and short, the way he's been throwing, if you're going to take a shot,
take it to the end zone right
now's
here.
The time. Because you've got 2 downs to gain that short distance, that 1 yard. You got kind of a freebie here. He's got some good receivers. I think I'm leaning with you where he rolls right.
Elderkin and Cisco off to the right.
I dragged that tight end across along with it. So there's a man underneath.
That's 13. That's Owen Rourke.
Nope, going up the middle.
There's a flag on the play, however.
I think there's going to be motion on Calvin Christian. They were not set. Calvin Christian was not set. 75 in on the tackle.
So 2nd 1 becomes 2nd 6.
We'll see if this play stands. Dead ball. Procedure. So the play will not stand.
So it's going to be marked off 5 instead of 2nd 1. It'll be 2nd 6. Now you can look for Bauma to pass.
That's just unfortunate because I would have done it on the other play. Now I've got to get some yardage here. I can't get too cute. Now I'm at 1:08 with the clock stopped. I still have 3 timeouts. I just didn't like the call. We had a chance for a freebie, and we didn't take advantage of it. So now we put it back in Bauma's hands.
It was motion. That's
yeah, there shouldn't have been, though. I don't think they were set on what they wanted to do.
Handoff to number, is that 3 up the middle?
Yep.
I don't know if I like that call.
Strange.
There's a flag at the end here.
Number 6 in on the tackle.
That could be a late hit of some sort.
That's Jack Ward.
Well, that's your umpire going to talk to the referee. He's going to tell him what's going on, and
in the backfield, there's never a good thing. Lots of discussion here on penalties.
That's not a hold, I can tell you that.
I don't think it was time for a hold.
No, it's
but there's a lot of discussion here.
He's bringing the headline judge over with the umpire to talk about what they've got going on here, and I can only imagine.
I think the discussion.
Nobody's clapping their hands, so
whether it's a line of scrimmage, it's going to be dead ball, personal foul against Belding.
That's an automatic first down. And
now we don't have the numbers up here. That'll be automatic first down. We don't have the numbers because they don't announce those.
Right.
But so you know, in high school, if you get 2 personal fouls, by rule, that player is disqualified.
Well, that's going to take it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Should take it down to the 10.
Looks like they're putting it
just
right
short
at
of the 10, Andy, so they could get a first down. 54 seconds on the clock, 3 timeouts in Calvin Christian's pocket. They've strangely stayed on the ground here, which has been interesting. So here we go. Ball's on the 12, basically.
Bama's got 1 to the right, 3 to the left, looking to pass. They're looking to blitz. He's got his man coming back, and he's going to step out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
Well, yep.
But it was a completed pass for, I think, a positive 1 yard.
Yeah, probably for a 2. Be second down and 8, which is really insignificant right now because you got 3 downs in 30 seconds. Had he not gotten out of bounds, they would have for sure used one of their timeouts.
Well, Belding collapsed quickly on the left-hand side, forcing Bama to pass a little quicker than he wanted to.
Absolutely.
I'm surprised he didn't throw that ball out of bounds.
All right, here comes Bama.
He's talked to Coach Steve Van Dam to find out what he wants, and let's see what happens here on
second and 8.
I see Paul Bauma the fourth is one of the coaches. Oh, that's not Cisco.
Well, I'll tell you,
number 32.
He broke 1 tackle, Andy.
Jake Neuenhaus was the ball carrier. He can get 2 more yards. I think it's going to be 2nd and 2 to go.
Menke in on the tackle. We're going to have a timeout with 29 seconds on the clock. Calvin Christian will use one of their timeouts. It's going to be 3rd and maybe a yard, which is really insignificant. Ball spotted on the...
I looked to see, I read about the
right about the 4?
Well, yeah, 3-4. Let's see him keep it on the ground right here.
We don't have any, all we have are the far side down markers. All we have are the far side down markers. We have nothing on our side, and there's no actual markings on the field. So Andy and I are using a best guess estimate based upon where those markers are on the far side, and they're pretty close to where they should be. They get moved around a little bit. Go ahead.
Scores: Grandville 16-6 over West Ottawa in the second. Muskegon Big Reds have taken a 20-7 lead over Zeeland, and Hudsonville 14-7 over Caledonia. That would be a big, big win, as Caledonia is undefeated and Hudsonville is 0-3. Godwin over Comstock Park 6-0 in the first, and your boys from South Christian 21-6 over Cedar Springs.
All right, here we go.
Let's see if he keeps it on the ground in number
3rd
32.
down, 29 seconds, still got 2 timeouts. So the first down here is paramount because they do have enough time.
Well, 32 went in for the 2-point conversion. Let's see if he takes it right here and tries to snatch either a touchdown or at least the first down.
Number 20 for Calvin Christian is not in the game.
Bama takes it himself. Stretches
he's short.
It out. He's at the 1-yard line.
I think he's short. Call timeout. They did. With 25 seconds, he is short.
Just by the hair of his...
His head actually went over the goal line, but the ball did not. His head went over the goal line, but the ball did not. So we will have...
But it was a run. I thought maybe he'd
first
hand it
down.
off.
We will have first down.
Yeah.
25 seconds.
Time for 2 plays and a run here.
Easily, because they do have that timeout.
Well, they did have number 32 Jake Neuenhaus that ran that extra 2 points. That's why I thought he might get to play.
We have not seen Daniels in on this series at all, have we?
Maybe on a pass. Well, Rain Daniels.
He is on the sidelines with his helmet off with a knee on the ground.
Yeah, well, he's been hard working.
He has been. He's been near the trainer, though, this entire time, so I don't know if he took a blow, but he has not been in this series at all. But the Calvin Christian offense has not slowed down. They have done their job, and they have kept right on going. So 25 on the clock.
Well, you'll be interested to know big number 72, Christian Padilla, just checked in. He's got to be a lineman looking to make a hit on somebody and open up a hole to carry that ball into the end zone.
Well, I'm going to bet on either Bauma or 32 Neuenhaus. Those are the two that I would keep my eye on if I was Belding, because you got 25 seconds and a timeout. They can run this ball.
I'm surprised Bauma doesn't get under center and just.
They got a yard. Neuenhaus.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
I'm surprised Bauma didn't just get under center like the Tom Brady quarterback sneak.
This was one big drive. This is all Calvin Christian wanted and more, because this is now a football game, baby. They have hung with Belding.
18 seconds to go here as Neuenhaus gets a 1-yard plunge.
Calvin Christian this year has been averaging over 31 a game, and Belding 56, but hats off to Calvin Christian offense for answering the bell, but even bigger for the Calvin Christian defense for keeping Belding with just 2 scores here in the first half. Here comes Calvin Christian looking to tie this up.
Bauma in the shotgun. Hand off to Neuenhaus. He's got it. He's across, I think.
I think he's short.
No, they're
he's
saying he's short. From our perspective, we're not on the goal line.
From where I saw in the glasses, Andy, again, head over the line, but the ball did not. He did not stick the ball out.
That's a big stop right there.
That's a big stop. But Calvin Christian in this football game, 18 seconds left on the clock. I'm pretty sure we're going to see a squib kick here. But all of a sudden, we got ourselves a dandy. We got ourselves a dandy.
Obama's heading over to the water jug at the 50-yard
he deserves
line.
It. He ran a great series. Great offensive series.
I'm surprised a little bit that he didn't roll out and have a little floater pass into the end zone, because everybody thought he was going to be
and again,
running the ball, including myself.
Yeah, again, at some point you have to run. You have to prove to your team and to the other team that you can run. That's going to set maybe that second half up where they do sneak that rollout pass in. Calvin Christian here now cannot do a weird squib kick and give them a short field.
No, they need to boom this
one. If he squib kicks us, it's got to be a line drive and bouncing around. He almost has to look to see where the defenders are, because they're up.
The defense is
all
at
the
the
way
20 and
to
the
18.
20.
Yeah, and the middle guys are covering the 30 up to the 40. So they're looking for this.
He's not.
He's got to keep it in bounds, and he's got to keep it a line drive.
Oh,
no, it's going to go out of bounds. I don't understand why you would do that on purpose, unless you have no faith in the return team.
It went beyond the 35, so.
Yeah, but if you don't have any faith in your return team, I guess that's what you do. But that seems to be an.
But it's not a pooch kick like the Bulldogs do from Grandville.
Well, you got to keep it in play. I mean, you got to have people running down there and keep it in play. This is just going to give Belding a short field.
Well, the pooch kick that Grandville sometimes has, a little pop-up, they try to get down there and field it, becomes an onside kick. But that was a drill out of bounds, and that
had no chance for anything. But all right, so here comes Belding. They have 18 on the clock. They have 2 timeouts in 18 seconds.
They're marking it at the 37, so where it went out of bounds was actually in. Belding running it to the left-hand side. He's got some blockers. He's got some running room. He's going to get knocked out of bounds at the 35. Big pickup with 8 seconds to go.
Exactly what you didn't want. Neuenhaus ran him out of bounds. But that's exactly the fear you have when you give them that. And they have 2 timeouts. Timeout going to go to Belding, I think.
Well, he ran out of bounds.
Yeah, but they may want to take longer than.
That could be.
They want to talk about this. I mean, he's got the timeout.
Oh, it's an
official's timeout. They're going to measure? Nope, they've already called the first down.
Why would they measure? That was a first down. It was a kickoff.
No, it was a running play from line of scrimmage.
Huh? No, that was the kickoff. They kicked off and they ran it down there.
Fixing the chain. Again, the chains have created a problem somehow.
But we haven't had an offensive play yet.
Okay. Well, the chains have given them a terrible time.
Yeah, I guess they're.
Our chain people
the links are.
Our chain people then aren't keeping them taut. If you don't keep them taut, they'll have a bad habit of overlap and kinking because they're just chains run together. And if they get funny, you got to kind of move in sequence. It's a dance when you do the chains.
Is that a dance?
It's a dance.
Like
you got to move at the same time. You got to let the down marker go, and then you got to.
Would it be
move.
more of a tango or a salsa?
And actually, they're too close to the sideline. They're supposed to be, and this field isn't marked exactly right.
Yeah, back a ways.
But they're supposed to be back off. So here comes Belding, 8 seconds on the clock. Ball on the 40, 1st and 10.
He's going to pass. He's going deep. He's going to get knocked out of bounds.
2 seconds.
Down to 1 second now.
They got time for a play.
Wow. If they can score with 18 seconds, I'm impressed.
Well, again, the kickoff. The kickoff, though, went out of bounds, Andy. That had to be a running play.
But they've gone.
No, I mean on the first one. The kickoff went out of bounds, and then he ran the ball.
They're marking this on the 6 or the 10. They're on the 10-yard line.
I'm confused. Boy, I wish we had replay.
Must be stepped out of bounds.
He must have, because I wish we had replay. He must have stepped out. He would have a good angle from the head linesman.
So now he's got to pass.
He's only got one play.
Yeah, but,
and so
but when he was down on the 1, as we thought, he could run that in. But here he's got to pass.
Unless you've got one in your book that you are 100% sure that you can run it.
With 1 second to go.
Because whatever happens, it evaporates.
As soon as they snap it, this quarter, this half is over, and we go get some Russo's Pizza.
Yeah, even here now where the ball's marked, the change should be way away. Spread apart and way away.
Well, they're down. They don't
I know,
need
but
them.
you don't even want them near the field.
Right.
You don't even want them near the field. So here comes Calvin Christian defense.
I did not talk to the chain gang before the game either.
All right, here comes Belding. We got 1 tick on the clock. 16-14.
Pass defense here.
I wonder if Belding does not have a kicker, it looks like, so there will be no try for a field goal. This is going to be a good old-fashioned, we're going to go for it. Calvin Christian is going to try to deny. It'll get loud here soon.
There it is, the whiteout. We're starting to hear the stamp of the feet. Sosbinski's under center.
He's not even looking at where he's going yet.
Well, the referee has got the clock stopped. They want 2 seconds on the clock. They want 2 seconds on the clock. There we go.
Won't matter, 2 or 1, but let's be accurate.
Yep. Sosbinski under center, snap, back to pass. He's got a man in the corner, catches it.
Touchdown. Touchdown. Touchdown.
Touches it with 2 seconds to go. Number 1 with the reception. And just like that, what a game killer for the
22-14. Great route. He actually threw the ball. He threw the ball before the receiver had made his break. The ball was there at the break. That is a pretty offensive play. Calvin Christian had 2 men in the area, but nobody reacted. So here we go, 22-14. Belding with the try for 2.
Wow. 10-yard pass to number 1.
I don't know what all the conversation is and why the game loses its rhythm so soon. But here we go.
Number 2.
Missed tackle.
Cuts it in, gets 2.
Yep, missed tackle.
That's McNeil.
And that will end the first half. 24-14, 10-point lead for Belding as we go to the halftime. Andy?
I tell you, it's been a crazy last few seconds here. And 18 seconds after Grandville, Calvin Christian scored. It only took 18 seconds with the kickoff and a couple offensive plays to get into that end zone for the Knights. Are they a good team or what?
They are. They're magnificent.
Well, it's going to take us to halftime, Tom. It's a Russo's Pizza time with all-around good guy Brian Waring on the camera, directing, producing, and our spotter here, our score man, Jeff Goodyear in the background. We're going to come back at the beginning of the third quarter. We'll come back a little bit early and give you an update on the standings in the OK Conference. I'm Andrew Kovac with my partner tonight, Tom Beist. We're here at Grandville Middle School. We're halftime. It's the Black Knights of Belding 24, the Squires of Calvin Christian. Both teams 3-0, Calvin Christian 14. We'll be back.
It's time to experience the flavor of Russo's Pizzeria. Pickup, delivery, and catering available. Proudly serving you since 1953. PremiumBeef.com. With generations of recipes to satisfy any craving, we're ready to make your next meal. Call us up or stop in the corner of 44th and Burlingame to get your piece of the action today.
Welcome back to Grandville Middle School, home of the Friday night WCET Russo's Pizza Extravaganza. I'm Andrew Kovac with my partner Tom Beist here for this Friday night varsity football game between the Black Knights of Belding and the Calvin Christian Squires. At halftime, our score, the Black Knights score right at the end of the first half, punched into 2 points and take a 10-point lead, 24-14.
Andy, quick update. Granville 22-6 over West Ottawa at the half. The Big Red, Muskegon, leads Zeeland East. They're already in the third quarter, 20-7. Hudsonville, Caledonia at the half, tied 14-14.
So Caledonia's come back.
Caledonia has come back. South Christian at the half, 21-6 over Cedar Springs. Zeeland West all over Holland, 48-0. Godwin Heights all over Comstock Park at the half, 32. And we have no report on TK and Ottawa Hills. Forest Hills Central leads East Grand Rapids 24-0. Mona Shores 42, Wyoming Wolves 0. East Kentwood, who is hosting Jenison for their homecoming, leads 10-0 at the end of the second quarter.
Well, we got some standings here in week number 4. The Rockford Rams in the OK Red have already won. They won by forfeit over Grand Haven, so they're 4-0, 2-0 in the conference, and won by forfeit because Grand Haven had not enough players, as there was some kids that were out sick. And what did you say was the other thing? Sick and...
They had several injuries to starters.
Okay.
So they had already pulled up numerous JV players, and the athletic director deemed it not safe if had hosted the game and participated with those players.
Well, JV going against the Rockford Varsity?
Not a good plan.
No, that'd be like, a senior going against an 8th grader.
Not a good plan.
So our OK Red, Rockford's 4-0, 2-0 in the conference. Grandville at 3-0, 1-0 in the conference, as is Caledonia, 3-0, 1-0. EK, Kentwood, 2-1, 1-0. West Ottawa, who Grandville is playing tonight, is 2-1, 0-1 in the conference. Jenison 1-2, 0-1. Grand Haven 1-3, as they already lost tonight, and 0-2 in the conference. And Hudsonville 0-3, 0-1.
Well, in the white, Forest Hill Central 3-0, 1-0 in conference. Lowell 3-0, 1-0 in conference.
That's Lowell. They came back from last year after get beat up. They're right
Huge.
up there.
Grand Rapids Christian 2-1, 1-0 in conference. East Grand Rapids 1-2, 1-0 in conference. Byron Center 1-2, 0-1 in conference. Forest Hills Northern 1-2, 0-1 in conference. Northview 1-2, 0-1 in conference. And Greenville bringing it up as they are on the bottom of the white.
Yeah, they are 0-3 and 0-1. I think I messed up on those numbers there. That was the red and the white. Here's the blue. West Catholic 3-0, 1-0. Fruitport 2-1, 1-0. Holland Christian 2-1, 1-0. Unity Christian 1-2, 1-0 after Unity graduated like 22 guys. Coopersville 2-1, 0-1. Hamilton 2-1, 0-1. Allendale 1-2, 0-1 in the conference, and Spring Lake 1-2, 0-1.
In the green, Union 3-0, 1-0.
When is the last time we said Union?
That's been a while. Zeeland West 3-0, 1-0. Muskegon 3-1, 1-0.
2-1.
Or 2-1. I'm sorry, and
yep.
1-0. Mona Shores 2-1 and 1-0. Reese Puffer 2-1, 0-1. Holland 0-3, 0-1 in conference. Wyoming is 0-3, 0-1, and Zeeland East 0-3 and 0-1.
In the goal, we've got Forest Hills Eastern on top. When did we ever say Forest Hills Eastern? They're 3-0, 1-0, and Christian is 3-0, 1-0. South Christian 3-0, 1-0. So all three of those teams are fighting for the top spot. TK, Thornapple Kellogg, 1-2, 1-0. Wayland, 2-1, 0-1. Cedar Springs, Kennewa Hills, and Ottawa Hills are all 0-3, 0-1.
And in the silver, Belding 3-0, 1-0, and in Calvin Christian, of course, 3-0. This is their first conference game. Hopkins 2-1, 1-0. Comstock Park 2-1, 0-1. Sparta 1-2, 1-0. Godwin is 1-2, 0-1 in conference. Kellogg'sville 0-3 and 0-1 in conference, and North Point is
North Point Christian
not
does not have a
in
school,
the division.
yeah.
Hey, quick looking ahead here, Andy, for Belding. They will have Sparta next week, then Comstock Park, and then Cadillac, and then Wyoming, which, again, will be interesting. Calvin Christian next week. It's Kellogg'sville, then the Hopkins, Sparta, and Wyoming, Godwin Heights.
Once again, our WCT schools in the OK Red. Grandville's at 3-0, 1-0. Hudsonville at 0-3, 0-1. We were kind of looking for Hudsonville to do something tonight. They were ahead 14-7, but now it's all tied up at halftime with Caledonia. Unity Christian has bounced back after they were 0-2. They won last week, and in the conference they're 1-0. And then Calvin Christian, 3-0, 0-0. You notice I did not say anything about Jennison. Jennison is no longer part of WCET, as the board at Georgetown Township decided not to fund WCET any longer. Thus, Jennison has been pulled from our
viewing area.
Well, yeah, well, they're still in the viewing area, but they're not part of our coverage anymore, the coverage area, let's say it that way.
Take a look real quick at the defense. Calvin Christian, Elderkin with 4 tackles. Rain Daniels with 3. James Daniels with 5. Newenhouse with 6, Pettyjohn with 5, and over on the other side with Belding, Owen Menke with 4, Jack Ward with 4, and Levi Linenbaugh with 3. So it's been a pretty active defense. The story of this game, Andy?
Well, we only had one score in the first half at the 4:50 mark. Had a 24-yard pass to Menke and a 2-yard, the 2-point PAT went in from number 2 there from Belding is McNeil. And then at 11:36 right away in the second quarter, 16-yard run by the quarterback who took the 2 points in, made it 16-0. And then at 9:20 to go, Calvin Christian got on the board, a 20-yard pass to Daniels, or excuse me, a pass to number 20, Daniels. He took it 50 yards, and number 32 for Calvin Christian, Jake Newenhouse, went in for the 2-yard conversion. Calvin Christian then, with 18 seconds to go, scored on a 32. Number 32 got a 1-yard plunge. The point after was not good, and then the kickoff was out of bounds, set up a nice run back for Belding. They got it down to the 40. Pass went down with 2 seconds to go. They're on the 10-yard line, and that's where Anthony Zabinski threw it into the end zone, and Belding, with no time showing on the clock, got 6. Extra 2 went to McNeil on a pass, or on the PAT, and they took the 10 points into the locker room. We're getting ready to start the second half. We got 19 seconds to go here. Tom, what do you see in the second half?
Well, Calvin Christian is going to get the football, Andy. They won the toss. They had deferred. They're going to get the football. We talked about this and mentioned it earlier in that first half. Going behind by 3 scores is so dangerous with this Belding team with the wing T. They're only down 10. I think this.
Well, not only do they have a wing T, they show they can pass.
They can pass. Calvin Christian needs to score on this opening drive. They need to get the football, they need to go down, and they need to put the pressure on Belding's offense to respond. Otherwise, they're going to just drag this thing out, and they've got a big enough mix pass run, and if once that wing tee gets going, they'll just ride that horse. So Calvin Christian's going to come out. They're going to receive the ball. They're going to go south to north. Ball's teed up on the 40-yard line right in the middle by Belding.
Well, our game time temperature was 77. It's dropped 4 degrees. Still a beautiful 73-degree night. And our officiating crew, the white hat, the referee, is Brian Donovan out of Newaygo, 15-year veteran. Jordan Day is out of Rockford. He's the baby on the crew. He's the umpire. He's been working for 6 years. 22 years out of Lowell is Mark Bradburn. He's the head line judge. Our line judge, Rodney Suggs, out of Kentwood, is a 17-year veteran. And rounding out the crew, the back judge, he keeps track of the clock. That's Daryl Dillard, a 20-year veteran from Wyoming.
Well, they did a great job in the first half. They had some difficult calls, and they managed the game very, very well. Ball's teed up, ball on the 40. We're getting ready for the kick, 12 on the clock. Let's start the third quarter.
Kick is deep, down to the 10. Cutting across is 32, going to be hit, drilled by number 17, Tom.
Well, number 17 came up and made a big time tackle, as they say. That's his third for the game. That's batter, and he brought the lumber, as they say. But Calvin Christian with decent field position here. I like the run back.
When you say he brought the lumber, is that why they call it a stick?
That's why they call it a stick, because he brought the lumber, baby.
Boy,
he put him down.
He stuck it to him, too.
But Calvin Christian with decent field position.
Yeah, ball right there at the 30-yard line.
I'll take that anytime. They've got 70 yards, 11:52 on the clock, and this is a big drive. This is a big offensive series to prove that they can hang with Belding, because they don't want Belding to go up by another score.
We've seen Paul Bauma can run the ball. He can pass the ball. If he gets some timing, he can toss the high one and his defense goes up and gets it, or he can hit the line drive cutting across the middle. Let's see what Bauma starts with. He's going to keep it himself, cuts it in. He's got some running room across the 35, marking it just beyond at about the 36. Pickup of 6 on the first down. Nice start for the second half.
Conrad in on the tackle there, and also number 57, that is Casey, also in on the tackle. But good start, good movement for Bauma. Second down, now and 4. Ball's up on the 36. That's exactly what they wanted. They want to keep going downhill, as they say, and keep this thing running.
Calvin is on our right, going to our left, and they're in their black jerseys, trimmed a little bit of white. Belding is in the white shirts, black pants. Bauma's got his man on the outside, cutting back. He's got the first down. Looks like that's number 1, Matt Elderkin.
Well, the initial trip up there is 57. That's Casey. He had tripped him up, but everything you wanted. Nice little play, Andy.
Yeah.
3 on the side. They send the 2 interior through, and the outside man comes back for the pass behind him. Really nobody at him at the point of catch, and he gets a nice little gain, and that sets up 1st and 10. 10:50 on the clock here. Ball spotted on the 42.
42? Yeah, 42, I guess.
Great start for Calvin Christian. Got to stay disciplined here. They don't want any penalties. Their offensive line is doing a great job tonight. They've had no motion. They had 1 motion penalty, but that was not on the line.
Bauma looking to pass. Now he's
not
being
open.
Flushed out of the pocket.
He got himself open. That is unbelievable. He worked himself open.
That was a pass to Elderkin again, and like you said, he came back and helped his quarterback out, who was in trouble being pursued, in hot pursuit, as Jackie Gleason would say on Smoking the Bandit. He was in hot pursuit.
Batter with the tackle, but this is exactly what, there wasn't much there for Calvin Christian. Receiver worked himself free, made positive, good throw. Bauma didn't have anybody open at first. He stayed calm.
And I'll tell you what, that was a nice, Elderkin caught that ball about a foot off the ground.
Yeah, it was really, really positive for a play that could have blown up in their face.
Same thing this time, a handoff up the middle.
Little bit of a hole. Not huge, but a little bit. 51 in on the tackle.
Pick up 3, though.
That's Trenton Dodd. He's in on the tackle, but I like the call by Calvin Christian. 3rd down and 4, very doable here.
He can run or pass here. He's got 2 downs to get the first, I'm sure, when they're right at the 50.
I have been impressed throughout the game with Bauma's poise. He's had great poise.
Well, he's a senior. I think this is at least his second, if not third year on varsity.
He's got great poise all night so far. He's managed his team well.
No relation to the athletic director here, and we want to thank Tom Bauma for his hospitality.
Something's wrong.
No, that's
our first drop pass. Something was very wrong. Somebody either ran the wrong route because Bauma knew right away what he was looking for was not there.
Yeah,
that's going to bring up 4th down. Now we got a really tough call here.
Somebody was supposed to be on his left-hand side. When he looked, there was nobody there.
Not a soul. Let's see what we're going to do here. I have every indication here that Calvin Christian looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down and 4. Ball on their own 48-yard line. This is what you call a gutsy call.
Yeah, well, he's got to go for it and get the completed pass.
This is big.
If he was under center, he might be trying to drag somebody across the line, but
let's see what Calvin Christian dials up.
He's in the shotgun. Now we got a timeout being taken
by Calvin Christian.
So Steve Van Dam wants to talk about it.
Well, they saw something they didn't like, and one of the things that concerns me.
It's 4th down and 4 is what it is.
But James Daniels, who had such an impact in that first quarter after that last touchdown he scored, has not put his helmet back on.
No, he's standing on the sideline.
He's been on the sidelines with his helmet off. He has not gone into the game. Something happened to the young man that has not allowed him to play, because we could see very clearly on he could be a difference maker.
Remember when he was bent over touching his knees, and I mentioned that you always get more oxygen standing straight up?
Something's definitely not right with Daniels. And we hope it's something very simple that he can recuperate very quickly and be back on the field again next week.
Yeah, he was offense, defense for him and making plays on both ends.
He had been incredibly active. He had 3 tackles already before he went out in the first quarter alone.
He had some good run. I mean, didn't he have that 50-yard run? Let me see here.
So here comes Calvin Christian. I got to believe that this is going to be...
Yeah, he had the 50-yard run that scored.
They're balanced on each side. Going to pitch. Nope.
Oh, this is going
That was
nowhere.
not the cut you wanted.
He gets to the 50, and it's going to be stopped.
That was not the cut you wanted. 57 in on the tackle.
Belding's going to hold on downs right at the 50-yard line, and they'll take over. They already lead by 10, 24-14. I don't know why he didn't pass that.
I don't know, but that running play had literally no chance.
No, it's...
And the decision to cut up
And they took a
across,
timeout to take that play?
that was an interesting call, because I would have thought he would have more of an opportunity if he busted it out and tried to beat everybody to the sideline and gain those few yards. But by cutting it up, there were just too many people in the middle of the field.
You're talking about a quarterback keeper, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now Calvin Christian here got to get the right personnel in. Belding's ready to rock and roll.
Wing T starting it off. 3rd man through is number 2, I believe.
Tackle made by Calvin Christian there by number 50. That's Campbell. Josiah Campbell with his first tackle of the game. Good tackle. Filled the hole nice and made a good tackle. But Belding got exactly what they wanted here. They got 5 yards.
Coden McNeil, I believe, was the ball carrier. I might be wrong on that one.
Andy, I had in the glasses number 8, Bryce Flynn.
Okay.
Flynn with the carry. Here comes Belding, 2nd and 5, 8:13 on the clock here. We're in the 3rd quarter in Grandville.
It's a Russo's Pizza night, Tom. Don't forget, at the end of the game, we got to have a Russo's Pizza player of the game. Wow, there's a hold right on the left-hand side, and that play is going to take it down to about the line of game, but I think you're going to have a 10-yard mark off the other way.
Well, you got Neuenhaus and Pettyjohn both in on the tackle.
Well, that flag came in from the umpire.
Personal foul. Chop block.
Wow. That's 15 yards. At least it should be from the spot, I think. Or from the line of scrimmage.
It'll be from a scrimmage. He put the flag at
That's
scrimmage
5.
too, so it doesn't matter.
10.
15.
They're going 15. Chop blocks.
This is a big one for Calvin Christian. This changes the complex of this whole series.
That's almost like a punt on 4th down for Calvin Christian.
Yeah, literally. You're exactly right. That's exactly right. So that's going to set up 2nd down and 20. Ball all the way back on the Belding 40. Calvin Christian here with a great opportunity if they can get 2 little stuffs here.
Watch the pass to Donovan. He was the was he the one that scored at the end there? No, it was McNeil.
I'm leaning this
Donovan.
stays on the ground, Andy. Let's see.
Yeah, number 8. Ooh, got some running room, buddy. Oh, hammer down and right at the again, they blocked all my numbers. 30
50. Campbell in on the tackle again. A couple of good tackles. A couple of great tackles by Josiah here in this second half.
I think they're right at the 45-yard line.
Well, this is what Calvin Christian wanted. 3rd down and 15. Just don't let them get the first, baby. Keep them down.
15, watch for a pass.
Calvin Christian is not blitzed. Let's see if they send a linebacker here.
Well, when you're in the wing tee, it's kind of hard to blitz.
I know, but you want to plug holes.
Well, that's true. And he's going to keep it himself.
Counter. No, he kept it. You were right. He's on the corner.
But he's going to get knocked out of bounds.
By number 2.
It's going to be 4th and long, and they're on the Calvin side of the field.
They'll go for it.
Do they go at 4th and 8? 4th and 7?
4th and 7, 4th and 8. It's close. I have a feeling that he's going to go for it. I think he has enough faith in this offense.
He's in Calvin territory. Why not?
This is the 7-minute mark of the 3rd quarter.
Got a 10-point lead already.
They have a 10-point lead. 1 score can't chase this. Here's come Belding. Big play here for Calvin Christian.
Coach Monty Price. Let's see what he dials up. Suggs. Oh, on the left-hand side. And he's got the 1st down, nearing the 40-yard line, or going over the 40-yard line, getting close to the 35.
Neuenhaus dragged him down, but just too little, too late.
Methodical, three plays to pick up 20 yards. How about that, Tom?
Amazing. Just amazing, Andy. Just amazing. That is confidence in your offensive line and your backs to follow the blocks, and they did. So Belding doing exactly what they want to do to try to post this score.
Big old farm boys from out in the country there, the Belding Black Knights.
They want to get up by 3 scores and force at least 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
First man through, number 2. He's got a big hole up the middle. Beautiful handoff. Nice fake after he handed it off, and there's another 1st down all the way out to the 22-yard line.
Drew Staub in on the tackle. Yeah, you're up on the 22 already, Andy, and Belding putting on a show here on this drive.
Would you say they average 57?
Yes. Yes.
I don't know that they're going to get to that average tonight. But
no, well, Calvin Christian's a good football team here. They're putting up a great fight. They just need a break to go their way here. They need something to happen to stop this drive.
These last 4 plays or so on offense have just been methodical.
Well, and Belding has taken care of the football.
Handoff to number 8. He's got some blockers on the left-hand side this time. He's got another 1st down. He's going to go out of bounds at about the 8. Maybe 7.
Pushed out of bounds by Daniels, number 10. Pushed out of bounds by Daniels, number 10. But again, that's going to move the change. The line to gain has been made, and it will be 1st down and 10.
Bryce Flynn following his other 2 wing tee backs and picking up a big chunk, 12 yards. It's going to be 1st and goal. Ball's at the 8-yard line. The Knights are trying to make a statement here.
Yeah, this is a big score here. This really puts Calvin Christian, if they score, in a must.
Well, it could be as much as 18 points if they get
they got to
the
respond
score
here.
and the 2. Need a fumble right now.
Tackle made by number 32.
There's a lot of stuff going on that play. And
Neuenhaus again.
I think that was just number 4 carrying it.
That's Neuenhaus's 9th tackle of the game so far.
Craner was your ball carrier. Well, they had left, right, going right, left, and they had guys going up the middle. And
well, they're doing a great job. The front 7 are doing a great job. They're handling the ball well.
Looked like a beehive.
And no fumbles here. No. 2nd down and 6.
I completely lost the ball carrier on that one.
8 again.
Yep, on that sweep to the
Great
left.
cut.
He's in for the touchdown.
That was a magnificent cut off from a block. Just magnificent.
Yep.
That one hurts Calvin Christian big time, Andy.
Yes, it does.
All right. Now you got a mountain to climb here. Could be an 18-point differential here. And Calvin Christian would have to hold them and score 3 times to win this football game. We have 4:47 though left here in the third quarter. There's a lot of football left. A big help right now would be to stop this 2-point conversion. Calvin Christian lining up here. If they can stop this, gives it a little bit of striking distance. Keeps it a 2-score game. Right up the middle.
It's not going to go.
It's a scrunch. I don't think he got in. He's short.
Yep,
That is a big stop by Calvin Christian defense.
Keeps it to 2 scores at 16.
Yep. That's big. 2 scores are big. Calvin Christian with a big drive in the start of the second half could produce nothing. Now they're going to have another opportunity to showcase that offense. What they need is to control and score, control and score. They have plenty of time. They're within 2 scores here, Andy. There's plenty of time. They're going to get the football. They just can't keep trading real estate with Belding. It won't work out well for them. So, 4:47 on the clock. Belding's going to tee it up on the 40-yard line. They've been very successful on their kickoff team. They've done an excellent job of not only kicking. Calvin Christian's gotten some decent field position, but never really any opportunity to put a big run into it. Calvin Christian with the same 2 back.
Well, once again, senior Drew Staub is on the bench now talking to the trainer, and he was slow to get over to the bench. He stopped, and then he kind of took a couple small steps. Earlier in the game, remember, he took his helmet off, threw it to the ground, and was walking behind the
and they've had a couple key players go down. So here's the kick. Big time here.
Kick is going deep.
Good reception.
Caught at the 10. It's going to get nailed.
Boy, that is a great open
32?
field tackle. Number 9.
Who's the ball carrier? 32, Jake Newhouse?
Yep, but number 9, Pablo Vasquez, with an absolute beautiful open field tackle. He was in a full bore run, broke through the block line, and made a great open field tackle.
Once again, James Daniels still stands on the sideline. Looks like he's got an afro haircut because there's nothing covering it up like a helmet. And he is not in the game at all.
So here we go.
Don't know what happened to him. But Bauma is in the shotgun, 1 man behind, 1 split wide to the right, 3 to the left. Bauma looking to pass. He's got a man. It's almost intercepted by number 57 or 52. What is that?
57.
57.
That's Casey.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Casey, the linebacker.
He just couldn't quite get that.
He saw it.
He did.
He felt it.
I felt it too. I saw it too.
But he couldn't hold it.
Well, I was too far away to catch it. I had my fears that he might get it.
Well, and if he had, I think he could have gone right and had gained some real estate in a hurry. So Calvin Christian now is second down and 10.
The question is, did Bauma see him there?
I don't think so.
Or did he try to float it over the top of him and just miss?
I don't think Bauma saw him. You would never throw that ball in there, and that didn't have any air on. That wasn't a floater.
Well, he was trying to thread a needle, but the eye of that needle was pretty small.
All right, here we go. Second down and 10, 4:36 on the clock. Calvin Christian looking to gain some ground.
Back to pass. He's got a man. He's got a catch. Oh, that was supposed to be for number 1.
Yeah, a little confusion there. Too many receivers in the same area.
That was supposed to be going to Matt Elderkin, and who is that right there? 3? No, 7.
Well,
looks like Luke Bush cut in front of Elderkin when he was up. He would have caught that ball.
Somebody ran the wrong route.
Bush came from inside out, kind of a fly pattern, and then out to the outside. And like I said, Elderkin was right there, first down territory and all.
Wow.
Did you see anything different than that?
No, it was kind of scary because I don't know why 2 receivers are in the same place. So Third down and 10, 4:30 on the clock. this is what you dial up. If you've got a 3rd and 10, you better run it now.
Better have some blockers right now, too, because it's going to be a pass. Elderkin coming toward us. Up.
Nope, going to be motion.
I think somebody moved before Elderkin came upfield.
That hurt. That hurt big time.
It's 3rd and 15 now, but they're going to be marked back 5.
That hurt big time.
And here's, you have no real estate to play with. You're not in the middle of the field. Elderkin came from all the way across the field, past Bama, and then came across to our side of the field where there was 3 guys wide to the left. And I don't know if the pass was going to go to him. Quite often it would.
Well, I don't know what you dial up for 3rd and 15, but
well, you got to go 16.
We're about to find out.
You got to go 16 yards for a first down because you're gonna punt on 4th down here. 1 to the left, 3 to the right, 1 black. Bama rolling. He's got a man. He's got a. There's a.
Well, we're gonna get an offensive.
No, I think you got defensive hold before the ball.
Right, that's what I mean. You're gonna get offensive. I was gonna go with interference, but you think it's a hold? Either way, they're gonna take the penalty.
I think somebody for Belding
grabbed, but then it should be pass interference because the ball was in the air.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Holding has to.
He made the catch too, didn't he?
Yes.
In first down territory.
Well, I think he's just shy.
Oh, okay.
I think he's going to be just shy of the first down.
Well, then what it is 15 yards if it's pass interference and you do the play over.
Well, let's see once.
If it's 15, that'd be a first down. Let's see if it's pass interference.
Well, let's wait for the call. We're going to have to talk about it first.
They do a lot of talking out
here.
here.
They do a lot of talking. The good news is they get it right.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of conversation.
No, a lot of times when I'm refereeing, or, umpiring with Mr. Goodyear, or back in the day with you, I knew what you were doing right away. I just look at you, nod, yep, okay.
We're good.
And we're good, and these guys are having a mini.
They're having a little seminar, conference. They're breaking out the PowerPoint.
Yeah,
they're going to show a movie, and
well,
yeah, we know it's there. That's not a big mystery. The question is, what's the spot?
Pass interference.
So we're going to mark it off from the line of scrimmage.
Which they should. It should go 15, and that means it's right to the line of gain. And if it is, it should be a first down.
Well, let's see where he spots this baby. That looks short.
Well,
nope,
no,
they're moving the chains.
It was 3rd and 15.
Yeah, well, we don't know if that's exactly 15 yards depending on the spot. But it doesn't matter now. The chains are moving.
But that's what you dial up on 3rd and 15.
Is that what you dial up?
You dial up pass interference.
Okay.
You were asking before. Now we know the answer.
Now we know.
Pass interference. Get
Calvin
you a
Christian
first down.
with a break.
Bama, look at the pass again. Oh, overshoots his man. That's number 3.
Well, he hasn't done that very often. He's been on the money. That's one of the rare misses he's had.
Well, Cisco, it was right there on Cisco. He was just too short.
Yep.
He's not tall like Elderkin and
he needed to climb the ladder a little higher.
Neuenhuis.
But that ball had a little more zippy on it, too.
It did.
But I like the call. I like opening it up. 2nd down and 10. 4:14 left on the clock here.
Bama almost has like a short arm pass. He doesn't have a complete follow through or something. Something's weird about his pass.
He gets plenty of yardage.
He does.
30-14 here in the 3rd quarter. Calvin Christian looking to answer here and put some points on the board and draw in a little closer. Bama comes in with a play from the sidelines.
I think they're going to keep it in the spread and keep it in the air. Number 5's coming toward us. That's Isaac Grudheis. 2 left, 2 right. Now Elderkin in motion. That brings 3 to the left, or right. Left.
No blitz. Now we got another penalty. We got procedure.
Who moved?
On the right side.
Oh, there's that 15 yards again.
Man.
Well, I guess you need pass interference.
Calvin Christian just can't quite get a rhythm here. They've got 2 good things going, and then they put one in kind of in the back door and wind up making the hill a little high.
So I think you have to go with pass interference on this 15 yards. Of course, they have two downs to get this.
Yeah, boys in the booth to the right of us here are dialing up everything they can as they send it down to the sidelines.
I know the boys to our left, they are from Belding. They're having a little bit better time.
Well, they're a very relaxed team. They're very organized and they're very relaxed. I've been impressed with that all game. Here comes Calvin Christian. 2nd down and 15, 4:14 on the clock in the 3rd.
3 to the left, 3 to the left. Now, somebody's being told to back up a little bit. Now it's a floater up.
Nope, nothing there.
He overshot number 1, Elderkin.
Something went vastly wrong there.
Well, that was a fly pattern. Elderkin was too slow to get underneath it.
Yeah, but everybody was not in sequence. There was just that hurried look, that moment of panic.
Well, I think Bauma wanted his wideout to step back a step. I don't know if he was lined up across the line or what, but and time was running. He had to get that snap off. So now we're back to 3rd and 15.
Yes, we are.
But the difference is we're at the 30-yard line, not the 15-yard line.
Well, here we go.
Still got a punt if you don't get it here.
Oh, absolutely.
See if they got anybody coming across the middle that can be interfered with.
No blitz. Nope.
There is the flag.
There is
Pass
the flag.
interference. That'll get you 15 and a first down, Tom.
Wow. Can it be?
I just told you got to have one guy coming across the middle.
Can it be? It is. Unbelievable. The chances of that happening on 2 3rd and 15s.
Lord. Well, it just took me one set of downs or whatever to find out what you do on 3rd and 15.
That.
Pass interference.
That you will not see
Somebody cutting across the middle.
twice in the season. I don't care how many games you go to. They will not see 2 3rd and 15s get first downs
On pass interference.
on pass interference. Calvin Christian with a gift.
I
at
think Calvin
4:04.
Christian better go to something different now because they're maybe running out.
Draw play.
Boy, I tell you what, those big farm boys from Belding snuff that hole pretty quick, don't they?
Number 40. Hunter Conrad in on the tackle.
You know, we're down to 4:04 in the 3rd quarter here.
Yeah, it's marching along. It's been an odd 3rd quarter with the score, and then this series from Calvin Christian has a little bit of everything in it. And Bauma's been a little off target on this series. He's been a little high, he's been a little low. His receivers
Probably getting
have
just a
run
little
some
tired.
patterns that don't seem to be correct from up here. 2 receivers in the same area, and yet they find a way to get a first down with a penalty. So 3:44, we continue to tick.
He's got James Daniels and Drew Staub on the sideline, too. We don't know what's going on with those two guys.
No, but they are a big loss.
Yeah.
Plenty of time.
Bama with a catch.
Well, I'll tell you,
That's
that
right
is,
at the 50-yard line. Depends where they mark it. I think it's going to be short by a yard.
I do too. I agree. I think you're right. 28 came up and made the tackle.
Boy, that looks like it's so interceptable, doesn't it?
It did, but it kept traveling. I give the receiver credit. He just stood his ground, made the catch, and got popped. So here we go on 3rd and short.
That's Isaac
Bauma under
Grudheis.
center with a quarterback keeper.
Isaac Grudheis, and I got to believe that's a first
That is,
down right
well,
there.
if the near judge is calling it, we got a first down.
Yeah, it's right there on the 50, and
First down, Calvin Christian.
chains are moving.
Bauma didn't mess around there. He went up under center. He got the ball, and he just put his head down and moved the pile.
Well,
First down
Isaac
and 10.
Grudheis is a big, tall junior for Coach Steve Van Dam. Caught that ball to set it up and
Timeout.
down.
We got a timeout on the field.
What do we have timeout for?
Everything's being stopped. We have a timeout
Oh, a sideline warning against
Belding. Sideline warning against Belding. That's their first. The second will result in a penalty.
I think that's a 5-yard penalty, right?
Correct.
5-yard bad boy penalty.
Yeah, don't do that again.
Yeah.
So here we go.
I've never seen it called. I've never seen a second one called.
Who knows tonight?
That's what I'm saying.
Big
Handoff.
hole. He cut it up nice.
That's number 32 with the carry. That's Jake Neuenhaus.
75 again in on the tackle. That's Leinenbaugh. He's been active tonight, so that's going to set up just barely 2. We have a hurt player for Calvin Christian.
Well,
so
number 10 is barking at his players. 40 and 6 are being separated by number 10. And number 10 is telling the referee, don't worry, I've got it for you. I've got these guys covered. He also separated I think he separated number 15.
75, that's 75. It's a short 7. Looks like 15.
No, I'm saying number 10 grabbed 15 and threw him out of the way. That 15 was the guy, we don't have his number or his name. But then he separated 2 of his own players for some reason. They were going at each other.
Whatever this one is.
Well, who's 10 here? Tyler Slocum is only a sophomore. Or no, excuse me, he's a senior. Okay, he wears number 10.
I got him up. That's good. But he can't put weight. I'm guessing an ankle here.
Who is that?
That's 78. But he's not putting any weight on that left leg.
No, that's bad too, because 78
Rickers
is Cody Rickers, a senior. Yeah, he's hopping.
Yeah, he's not putting anything on that left leg.
Well, I'm impressed with number 10 for the Black Knights, the way he takes senior control and takes care of the attitude, and told the referee, I got the attitude covered for you. I've got your back. And now the referee said, okay. And everything's back to normal now for the – I don't know what happened down there.
2nd and 8. I think he just rolled an ankle.
No, I'm talking about the
I don't know.
For the Black Knights, they had some –
they were just getting –
They had some interior squabbling.
Somebody didn't like the Christmas card they got. Oh, Bama. Oh.
Behind.
Now we got a flag in the backfield. Bama put it on the money. It was
That'd
dropped.
Be a late hit? Oh, it's a hold.
Yeah, it's a hold.
I'd decline this if I was Belding.
You know what? I would definitely think about that and force the 3rd down and 8. I got a feeling, though, he'll take it. Because I think he feels in control of this football game.
But that brings up 2nd. They get that down over.
Right, but it's gonna set up.
We know what they do on 3rd and 15.
Well, we do. We have that one figured out. So what do you want to do here, Coach?
They're going to mark it off.
I think so. I think that I think they're going to mark this off.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I would have taken the.
I like this, Andy, from the standpoint that Calvin Christian hasn't gotten these first downs on any real football play. They've gotten it because Belding has made mistakes. And there's no way.
So what do you do?
They can have 3.
What do you do on 2nd and 25?
There's no way they can have 3 pass interference penalties that get them a first down. Hold on. We got a timeout. We got an official's timeout. Now what?
The referee's coming all the way to the side judge, and Coach, he's going to the side judge.
This has nothing to do with.
Oh, I think they're just trying to find out if they're going to Russo's Pizza at the end of the game.
That must be it.
And see, maybe.
No, see, he's pointing. He's pointing right to Wyoming, where Russo's is. That's what he was doing. He's pointing right to Russo's.
I think he wonders if Grubhub will deliver.
No, I got the check. That's what he's saying. I got the check. Don't you worry about it.
Van Dam. He's just asking Van Dam maybe if he can get some beverages.
So here we go. We got it straightened out on what we're going to do. We got 2nd and 25, ball in the 35, 2:21 left here in the 3rd. Belding leaves 30-14.
I have no idea what that could have been.
Blitz, missed, but covered.
And
flags fly from all over
the place.
We may have a face mask here.
Oh yeah, is that automatic first down or is that marked?
6th.
Is that an automatic first down?
Face mask should be 15 yards from the spot.
Right, but is it automatic first down for a personal foul? All I know is the umpire's getting his steps in tonight.
That's true. Here comes the long one.
13, 14, 15.
So that's going to set up 2nd down.
And 11.
And 11. Oh, it's better than 2nd and 25.
Well, yeah. And it's not an automatic first down.
No.
And the clock is running.
But Belding here with some odd penalties.
Why would the clock not start on the snap?
I don't know. Here we go. Calvin Christian.
The clock started on the placement of the ball.
Staying alive.
Oh, there's
that one. He's on the money. Oh, that one he's on the money.
That was number 10 on a nice catch coming across. That's Rain Daniels.
Owen Meneke with the tackle after the reception, but now Bauma was on the money. Received or grabbed it, took 2 steps, got put down, but that moves the chains, and suddenly what was looking...
Timeout, Belding.
Well, suddenly it was dire. Calvin Christian had a hole nobody could climb out of. There's no way you can get 2 pass interference penalties and a face mask, and then Bauma puts it on the money, and suddenly you're 1st and 10 on the 34.
And don't forget the chop block in there.
The chop block and
the face mask.
We got $1:55 left here in the third. The strangest third quarter I've ever seen. It's 30-14. A couple of updates.
It's
in the fourth quarter.
It's definitely wacky.
Grandville 35, West Ottawa 6. Big Red 41, Zeeland East 19. South Christian in the fourth, 28-6 over Cedar. Godwin Heights 32, Comstock Park 0. Mona Shores 42-14 over Wyoming. Kentwood and Jenison in the fourth, still at 10 for East Kentwood, 0 for Jenison.
Okay.
Hudsonville, Caledonia 34, Hudsonville 14.
So after they were ahead 14-6, Caledonia put the lumber down and said
31-7 Forest Hill Central over East Grand Rapids. Zeeland West 56, Holland 0, and we're back to action here.
Well, Bauma's in the shotgun. He has a 1st and 10, and it's a minute 55 to go, which looked dire now. Bauma's got a man cutting across. That's
what a beautiful call.
And he's going to get knocked out of bounds. That's number 3, Cisco. Nice little cut across.
Great.
Little
28 banged him out of bounds.
A little cut pattern from right to left. Bauma led him perfectly for a 1st down. A new line to gain as the chains move. And I've got the poster right in front of my eyes here. So.
Well, here we go. I got a shot at it. Here we go.
Okay.
Bauma pitches.
32 on the outside. He's got some running room. He's got some nice pickup, maybe about 8 yards.
He does. It's a beauty.
That brings the crowd to life, and that's a whiteout student body.
Bottom of the pile there, number 10.
Noonhouse, a nice carry there.
Slocum.
2nd and 4, they're saying. Again, we're at a weird angle where we're at up here to see.
106 now, Andy. Calvin Christian knocking on the door.
Are you finding that we're at a weird angle to see where they're spotting that ball?
That's just because we're getting old.
Is that what it is? Noonhouse on this side. He's got the 1st down and across the 10. It should be 1st and goal from they're going to put it right at the 10.
Conrad, number 40, with the tackle. That was a beautiful run. Great blocking. Nice pitch by Bauma.
That was Noonhouse to the right, Noonhouse to the left. Let's see if Noonhouse goes up the middle right here.
He likes to go downhill.
1st down, 9 yards to go. That's 1st and goal. 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. It's a Russo's Pizza night, Tom.
Well, it's going to have to be. We're going to have a timeout on the field.
I think that's Belding, or is it Calvin taking it?
Let's see. Calvin Christian.
Calvin is, okay.
Couple of more updates here. Unity Christian 52, Fruitport 38. They're throwing them up left and right over
52-38?
Yeah,
that's 90 points.
Calvin Coopersville 21, Hamilton 14.
You got any West Catholic or Catholic Central
we'll
scores?
Work our way down. Reese Puffer leads Union 29-21, but I have not seen those yet.
Because Catholic Central was tied, or West Catholic, I think, was tied. Let me see. Where's my standings here? West Catholic and Fruitport West Catholic was ahead. Who was it? Let me find my.
Nope, I don't see anything yet.
Forest Hills East and Grand Rapids
Christian. We'll put our research assistant on it, Mr. Goodyear.
South Christian. There it is. Christian and South Christian. And Forest Hills Eastern were all
Catholic
tied.
Catholic Central is the one that's tied, but South Christian's rated number 1 in the
Catholic
division.
Central, excuse me.
Yeah, South Christian's rated number 1 in the division by the state.
Really?
Yes, they are. Yeah, DeHaan is the real deal.
In the division or in the state?
In the state.
Okay.
West Catholic 28, Holland Christian 7.
Okay,
we go with
first
Bauma.
And goal. Bauma passing into the corner.
Oh, broken pattern. Somebody didn't know what somebody else was doing.
Number 1 is saying he was held. He went to cut to the inside to go outside, and he's saying he was held, couldn't get back outside.
Had he gone there was nobody in the corner, but he couldn't get back out. Bauma threw the ball, I think, where he wanted it. There just wasn't anybody there to catch it.
Yeah, 17, something going on. He just tossed something to the sidelines, but he was definitely beat.
Absolutely.
39 seconds. Time is clock is stopped for that ball being out of bounds and incomplete.
2nd and 9. Calvin Christian with a great drive here with some of the strangest penalties we've seen in the last 10 years.
Well, and the discussion that takes place too. Bauma, shotgun. He's got Neuenhaus behind him. He's looking to pass. Neuenhaus blocks good. Intercepted in the
number
end zone.
3 in the end zone.
That was a tip play, touched 3 different times before it was intercepted. And that's number 3.
Menike.
That ball was tipped, and even the man receiving the ball tipped it like 3
Clock
times.
is stopped.
Well, because it's got to be taken out to the 25 or the 20-yard line. So Belding held Calvin Christian from the end zone.
The huge pick.
Big time. Well, it was deflected.
I know, but a huge pick.
Oh, yeah.
Ball spotted there on the 20.
I think that ball was thrown. We don't have replay here tonight. As our truck is down right now, the generator is getting fixed. So we didn't have the replay, but I think if you'll see, that ball was...
Belding takes possession, 37 seconds on the clock here in the 3rd.
That ball was thrown behind the receiver.
1st and 10. Big hole.
Oh, he's gone.
Yep. And Wing T answers in a hurry.
That's a 91-yard run for number 2, and that could be
80.
Enough. Huh?
80 yards from the 20.
Oh, it was from the 20. Yes,
Correct.
You're right. I'm looking at the scoreboard. It said it was on the 9. They haven't updated it yet.
Ball was on the 20, but we have a flag in the end zone. I'm going to guess for celebration.
Could be.
So they can either take it on the extra point or take it on the kick. I would take it on the extra point because I don't want to give them any points.
Yeah. With 16 seconds to go.
Wow.
Again.
Interception and then an 80-yard run.
Well, they went down with 18 seconds to go before the half.
So that'll be
Did he spike that ball?
That'll be an unsportsman. It's a 15-yard penalty. I don't know what the discussion is
I think he spiked the ball. I think it was.
And that's fine, but then the options could go to Calvin Christian to either take it on the point after or to take it on the kickoff.
I'd take it on the kickoff, make him kick more. Number 2, yeah.
See, and I would deny him the 2 points. I would do everything I can to keep points off the board.
They're down by 18 or 22 right now.
Right. I don't want to go down. You know, we talked
about
this.
The official's talking to Van Dam.
We talked about this early on, that 3 scores is a mountain.
Well, they're down by 3 scores right now.
So that's why I don't want to give up any points. I don't want to give up any points. I cannot allow.
Touchdown, dead ball, unsportsmanlike.
Yep. So I can't give them any points. So I want these 2 points to be denied.
Well, they're going to mark it back. They heard you.
I'll worry about field position. First, I got to stop the scores. I got to stop the bleeding. And it gives my defense a little bit of a moral victory here if I can stop something.
Yeah.
I need a moral victory.
That was an 80-yard run that did not get stopped.
I just got the zipper opened up, and it wasn't pretty.
No.
So here we go. Let's see what Belding dials up and see if Calvin Christian blitzes one of these 3 linebackers to just plug some holes.
Back to pass. Into the corner. Doesn't matter.
No
2 points.
contest. No contest.
A little brush off, head to the corner, a little post pattern.
And he threw it right on the money. He threw it right on the money.
Who was that number?
Give him credit.
Who caught that ball?
Did not get the number. He was concentrating on the defender's footwork.
24-point lead now is 3 scores with 3 twos.
Yeah, now Calvin Christian can't waste any time, Andy. Now it's score and score fast. Because you simply, in a 12-minute quarter, just don't have enough time.
No.
You've got to score quickly.
But they've scored with 16 seconds and 18 seconds to go. in the end of a quarter.
Absolutely.
And it's a Russo's Pizza night, Tom.
Well, you can't get any better because you can't feel any better. There's no better comfort food, and you can't be any more content.
Well, I don't know. Some cannolis might be okay.
They might be fine.
Some
they might
tiramisu.
just tap off an evening. So Calvin Christian has dug themselves a hole here.
You know,
They're 16.
you could get an order of breadsticks or some of that special sauce that you could dip it in.
You can do anything you want at this point. You need to relax. At 38-14, you might as well just relax, call the plays, and make it run, and hopefully you can get a lightning strike mixed in here.
Well,
16 on the clock.
You could get some of those Coca-Cola products to mix with your other beverage.
And nothing goes better than a Coke.
I heard that someplace once.
It came up once.
You know,
So, ball on the
our
40.
neighborhood has been plagued with a skunk lately that is going for grubs, been tearing up a lot of yards.
Oh, that ain't good.
I heard that you take some fly bait with Coca-Cola, and that will get rid of a skunk. Fly bait with Coca-Cola.
Could do it.
So there you go. Here's the kick.
He got
Kicking
a
it
good foot.
deep.
On the run.
Nice bounce back up in his hands. That's number 10, Daniels. He's cutting across. He's back up the middle. He's spinning. He's staying it on. There's a flag across the way. That might be a hold on somebody.
Well, number 40 finally threw him down.
I think we got a hold
That's
on
Conrad.
You might have a hold on Grandville, though.
They do not need a penalty.
On Calvin Christian.
They do not need a penalty.
That came all the way from the referees area, or excuse me, the umpires area, but it's different. A block in the back.
That one hurts.
Okay.
That one hurts.
That's similar to a hold.
It's going to hurt.
I think that's 10 yards.
Calvin Christian, yeah. And Calvin Christian needs to score and score quickly. We're going to have one play left here in the third quarter. It'll be first down and 10. Ball spotted on the 25-yard line. 5 seconds on the clock.
Does Calvin have a 75-yard play to end the quarter?
I don't know. I've seen everything tonight. I've seen more penalties than I could possibly imagine.
that last 80-yard run, was that kid quick or what?
It was lightning strike fast.
Oh, my.
Great blocking.
He
for
got
front
through the
seven.
hole so quickly. He was in Calvin's backfield.
I love the wing tee in high school football.
Yeah. There's a pass across.
That'll end the
Incomplete.
quarter, Andy.
Boy, Daniels got drilled, but that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. It's been all nights here in this second half. They lead 38-18, along with Jeff Goodyear helping us out with some scores and spotting. We've got all-around good guy Brian Waring, and we're going to take a break here on WCET TV.
It's time to experience the flavor of Russo's Pizzeria. Pickup, delivery, and catering available. Proudly serving you since 1953.
PremiumBeef.com.
With generations of recipes to satisfy any craving, we're ready to make your next meal. Call us up or stop in the corner of 44th and Burlingame to get your piece of the action today.
Here we go. Start of the fourth quarter, 12 on the clock, 38-14. Belding leads Calvin Christian with the football, second and 10. Pressure.
Bauma's going to get sacked. That is not what Calvin needed. The Black Knights are collapsing his pocket. The Black Knights are taking over the second half.
They sure have. Number 6 and number 75 in on the tackle. That's
Tell you
Ward.
what, you don't mess with big farm boys.
And line and ball, both in on the tackle there. A bull rush that just ate Bauma up in the backfield, setting up 3rd and 22.
Look how big number 52 is across the shoulders. And I know some of that shoulder pads, but still, he's a big boy out there, the middle linebacker.
They've got a large team, well fielded. Like I said, they came in averaging 56 points a game.
Yeah.
And they have answered the bell here. I mean, that wing tee, they run extraordinarily well, and they're able to pass out of it, which is huge. Here comes Bauma,
Casey.
3rd and 22. Got to have it.
He's got a man over, dives, can't bring in the ball. Is number 13, Owen Rorda.
Got to punt it.
Oh, you got to go.
No option.
You got to go and punt this one.
Got to get it out of there.
And Elderkin is in. He's number 1. He is your punter.
Yeah, you're going to have to punt
Number
here.
80, Gavin Buckley comes in. He's a sophomore. I don't think I've seen him in there. At least we haven't called his name. It really hurt
We're
when
short somebody. Somebody's missing.
Well, it really hurt when Daniels, James Daniels, came out, and then he's just walking the sideline along with. Is that 66 still on the side? He's got his helmet on.
They don't have enough people out there. There's only 10 people on the field for Calvin Christian.
Nice punt.
Beautiful kick.
Oh, that's going to go all the way to 40. Keep rolling. Down right there at the 38-yard line. Beautiful punt.
I only
66,
count 10.
66, Drew Staub has his helmet on. He's coming back on the field. So that's good news for Calvin. I don't know what he was out for or anything. He's a big boy, though.
Yeah, they're going to need him because this is all about right now just making a stop and try to put some points on the board and work on some offense.
Well, they need a quick pick six, but I don't think they're going to be picking anything because I think
Belding stays
Anthony,
in the
Anthony Subzinski is going to.
This stays in the wing tee. This stays on the ground. This is grinded out time. If you score, you score. If you don't, you don't. But you grind this.
Get big 3- and 4-yard chunks at time.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
You kidding?
Fumble! Calvin Christian.
You've got to be kidding me.
I rarely say this. That is not a smart call.
Well, I will go even one step farther. Look at that's number 66. I know why he went in now. He went in to recover that football.
Well,
that is just a stupid. I'll say stupid.
I have no idea.
You're up by 24 points.
And you try a pass play when you've got the wing tee offense. No reason to do that. The only thing you want to do is run 5 to 8 minutes off the clock.
Tom, you don't even have to put the surprise. You don't have to surprise anybody on that. Just let them run the ball. Oh, my goodness.
Why they don't pay high school coaches that much.
Oh,
it must be
goodness.
Because Bauma with an opportunity here. Just to change the complexion of the game.
You could not have drawn.
Big hole.
You could not have drawn that play up.
He's still on his feet. The scrunch is on, baby. That was a run.
You could not have drawn up a play that says you're up 24 with 10 minutes and 45 seconds to go with a wing tee and you're going to pass.
Well, that was Neuenhaus on the carry. That was just a bull carry. I mean, that was riding the bull down the road. He just kept chugging. This is fascinating the way this game has gone in the third and fourth quarter. You have seen things, folks, you don't see in 3 seasons.
Well, here's a Kennewa Hills score. They're getting their hats handed to them 33-0 by Catholic Central.
Okay.
Forest Hill Central 31-7 over East Grand Rapids. Oh, by the way, that Catholic Central.
Bauma deep. Oh.
That Catholic Central score is a final, 33-0 over Kennewa. East Grand Rapids is now final. Forest Hill Central 31-7. East Grand Rapids is beat. Sparta 21-0 in the fourth quarter with Otsego.
Elderkin was trying to make the attempt on that catch, and when he knew he couldn't catch it, he turned into a defender. It was just a really smart play by that young man because he made sure that there was not an interception on that play. So
Kentwood is now 16-0 over Jenison, or were they? I don't remember.
No, they were 10.
10,
third and 5, ball on the 30.
South Christian 28-6 over Cedar.
Here comes Bauma. Needs it bad, 4-down territory.
Third quarter score, I'll come after this class.
Good pay. Got to hold on to it.
Third quarter score, 40-14. 40-14, Tom.
Kramer, number 4, in on the tackle. Bauma moves the chains. First down and 10. Ball going to be spotted on the 24-yard line. 9:38 left here in the fourth.
40-14. Hudsonville is now getting beat by Caledonia. We'll see Caledonia next week at Grandville.
That should be a war.
Godwin is at halftime with Comstock Park 32-0.
All right, here comes Bauma. He's got a first and 10.
Our Lady of Lake Catholic 34-6 over Lee.
3 outs to the left. Bauma looking left. Underneath.
That ball was tipped right at the end.
Little tip, but ball was dropped. It was catchable.
The Big Reds have now finalized their score of Zeeland East 41-19. West Ottawa is final. Grandville 35-14 over West Ottawa. Zeeland West final over Holland 56-0.
All right, here comes Bauma. Here come the Squires. Second down and 10. Ball's on the 24. Clock stopped at 9:07 on the incomplete pass.
Mona Shores over the Wolves final 48-14 over Wyoming.
Going to be minimal gain.
Can't be.
Ball's loose, but I think the player was already down.
Yeah, the referee saying ball is already down.
They're scrunging for it, but the ball's already down. He's going to spot it. It's a minimal gain. So it's going to be 3rd and 8.
Ooh, Reese Puffers come back on Union, 29-21.
All right, 2nd and 8, ball on 24. Clock ticks at 8:36. And we've got a timeout Belding. We have a timeout Belding on the field, so they're going to go talk about it.
Reese Puffer came in tonight 2-1. Union was 3-0. Reese Puffer in the 3rd quarter, 29-21.
And a reminder for next week for everybody. Belding will have Sparta.
Ooh, check this score out. Fruitport came in 2-1. Unity Christian 1-2. Unity, they've now gone over 100 points. It's 60-46.
Calvin Christian will be traveling to Kellogg'sville next week, so keep that on your calendar, folks. We'll be in Grandville next week, so
yes,
it looks like we're going to have a dandy with Grandville hosting Caledonia. Should be some hitting going on next week, Friday, and it's supposed to cool off midweek next week, so we may be into real football weather next week.
Are they saying a big cool?
Well, no, down in the 60s.
Oh, okay.
So
I was going to say.
Get down into the 60s, the players like it a lot better.
Byron Center. Oop, what happened to my Byron Center?
Well, here we go.
Just
Second down. 3rd down. This has got to be 3rd down and about 8. We're in 4-down territory anyway for the Squires.
My score clicker is goofing up.
Good play.
Cisco on the reception.
It's going to be short. 40 in on the tackle. Bauma threw it to number 3, Lucas Cisco.
West Catholic is ahead 28-7 over Holland Christian in the 3rd.
Kramer with the tackle there for Belding. Here it is. 4th down, 8:08 on the clock, 4 yards to go. Calvin Christian needs it bad. They just need it bad.
The Vikings of Hopkins are beating up the Rockets of Kellogg'sville 48-8, and something happened to the score.
All right, here we go, 4th and 4. Going for it all. Oh, what a reception. What a magnificent reception.
1st and goal from the 2.
Elderkin.
Well, he's a big, tall guy. He can reach over the top.
Bauma put it on the shoulder. Elderkin brought it in with 1 foot. That was absolutely magnificent. Gives the crowd a little bit of energy. Going to set up that 1st and goal. Calvin Christian looking just to make a statement. They'd like to do it quick. Nope, nothing there.
I wanted to get to one more score here. Byron Center 48-35 over Lowell after Lowell had come in pretty well here. They were tied going in. Let's see, they were 3-0.
Warden on the tackle.
Byron Center was 1-2. Lowell was 3-0, and Byron Center is having its way in the 4th quarter, 48-35. That's a 13-point advantage.
2nd down, 5 yards to go. 7:08 on the clock. Bauma comes in from the sidelines with the play.
I think it might be a little too late, but Calvin Christian has to score.
Well, they got to score. They just got to keep themselves.
No interceptions here.
Can't have anything, and you can't have a play where you miss all these blocks. They're only rushing 3. Oh, that was not good.
That was almost intercepted.
Yeah, they're only rushing 3, so there's a lot of defenders back there.
My goodness.
Can't wait too long because they close quickly, so that's going to set up 3rd and 5.
The way they got that spread open, Bauma could almost take it himself around the right side through the defensive end area.
Well, Belding's man-to-man. I almost think you got to see some crossing action here.
Yeah.
He's not going to get a big pass rush. He's only got 3 guys rushing. I'd like to see some crossing action. Maybe somebody can brush somebody off.
But, I mean, if he's only got 3 and he's got 5 yards to go, he's pretty tall.
The big fella, number 1's going out to the right. Keep an eye on him.
3 to the left. There he is. He's going to take it himself. Just another play that I called tonight.
Good call, Andy. Good call.
Well,
so Calvin Christian makes a statement.
Why not? You know, why not take it yourself?
Puts 20 on the board. I would go for 2 because points are points.
Points are points.
And you need a bunch of them, so you got to make it keep it running.
So that was a 5-yard run.
Five-yard run, got the score on. So looking to put a couple more here on the board. It was a great call. The middle was wide open. Everybody was out with the receivers.
Right there, you know, I think I might have said the defensive end, but what is that?
Well, you got an outside linebacker out there on the end.
Well, right off the
Here comes Bauman.
Who lines up right off the? There you go. Take him. Oh, he's going to not
Stuffed
get it.
by number 4, and I don't think he's in. He's short.
No.
Short.
Who lines up on offense
Kramer.
right on the end? Tight end. The tight end, right? That's what I wanted to say. Have Bama go right off the tight end, and he did for the score, but he tried it again, and they snuffed him out. But with 6:42 to go, it's an 18-point advantage for the Knights, and they're going to get the ball back right now. Are they going to pass on first down?
If they do, I might cry. If they call a pass play on first down, I may cry. Because they're in control of the football game. There is no reason to do anything silly.
I might just have somebody up here call timeout so I can go downstairs, go across the field, and go to Coach Price and say, what the heck are you doing?
Well, if you're a Calvin Christian fan, you're just as soon have them pass because an incomplete passes stop the clock.
Well, that or a fumble, you can grab the quarterback's arm.
Anything could happen there, and it's mind-boggling sometimes the calls that come in. I don't know if that came from up on top here in the booth. They're just to the left of us here.
Look at Calvin Christian took a timeout, and then what play did they come in after? You know, it's like, huh? You take a timeout and you have a play like that?
Yeah, that was an interesting call as well. So let's see if we get an onside kick here, Andy.
Why not?
Well, I think you have to. You need the football. You got 6:42 left in the game. Well, you're down by 18 points.
He's been kicking it out of bounds.
You need the onside. I'd like to see a heavy flood here. Now it's free. It's free.
It's in there.
Calvin Christian with the football.
Look who's got it.
Number 10.
That's Daniels.
Unbelievable. As soon as it hit the Belding player, that ball was headed out of bounds. Yeah. He really didn't go down to scoop it up. It hit his leg. Daniels just slid in and stole it. And all of a sudden.
Rain Daniels. Now, here's the thing. As much leg that ball had, all the Black Knight had to do was step out of the way and let it go out of bounds.
That was
It was going out of bounds. And it hit his leg.
But even if you're going to catch it, you got to be like a second baseman. You got to be down, ready to scoop. Well, here comes Bauma, 1st and 10.
Just let the ball go out of bounds.
Open.
Cisco, first down at the 20. Cisco's hurt.
He hit the ground hard.
Cisco's grabbing his leg.
He hit the ground hard.
He twisted too.
So we're going to have a timeout here in the field. The trainer's going to run out. He caught it kind of in an odd position, and then he crashed to the ground. Even before any contact was made, he was on the ground.
Yeah, he was twisted. I think he twisted his knee when his foot came down.
Maybe cramping. The trainer is out there, Andy.
Oh, that's a possibility.
And the athletic trainer is Rachel Semstad, and Rachel's out there. She's got that right leg up in the air, and she is trying to stretch him out.
You know, I did that this morning about 2 o'clock in the morning. I had fallen asleep on the couch watching some baseball game, I think, and all of a sudden I woke up with my leg straight up in the air with a cramp. So I know exactly how that feels, Tom.
It's not pretty.
No, those things hurt.
Not
it was
fun.
in my right calf.
Not fun. She's stretching him out. And let's hope it is just a cramp.
He'll have to come out for one play after he picked up a big first down.
He ain't going to be running real fast anyway till he gets it good and stretched out. So they're going to get him up and get him walked off the field. But that was a magnificent catch.
Well, at least we know he's not hurt.
No, he's just trying to live with the pain of it all.
Those things hurt. Cramps in your calf.
So, Bauma on the money. First down and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line.
Cramps in the hamstrings.
38, 26, 32 here left in the fourth.
The only thing I've learned, though, is to get that leg quickly up in the air. I don't know why that stretches it out, but
here
it
we
does.
Go. Clock's running.
Who's Bauma going to throw it to this time? Elderkin's lined up closest to us.
Gonna pitch it.
Oh, it's a pitch out to 32 Newcomb. Oh, there's a hole.
Oh, yeah. That's not going to work out well.
No.
That is not going to work out well. There was
Jake
laundry flying from all over.
Again, I'm not sure on the call there, though, Tom.
I think there's multiple penalties. I know there's a hold.
No, I'm saying you've got 7 minutes to go. You've got to pass.
Well, I don't like to call it all because, first of all, Belding has covered that run all game. They've covered that cross all game.
That's a big penalty here.
Yeah, it's huge.
I mean,
again,
is it 15 yards?
I'm putting the game in Bauma's hands.
10.
If anybody can get me back into this game, or at least in striking distance, it's Bauma. I don't mind once in a while popping a run up the middle, but Calvin Christian has not showed from the running back position the pure speed needed to get around the corner.
And not for a big gain.
It's just not there.
I mean, Neuenhuis,
you got three receivers out there. You've got a third of the Belding team on the right side, and you're running it at them.
But
all right, here we go.
Neuenhuis, if you need 3, maybe, but if you need 15, you got to pass. There's a pass. Deep.
Too high. Oh, how did he catch it? How did he get in?
He's across for a touchdown.
How did he get in?
That was Elderkin, but we got a flag, I think, on the play over
We got a flag. It's going to come back.
Well, unless it's a hold on the way out.
This is going to be a big call.
That might be a defensive hold.
It's going to be a big call. Watching Bauma's reaction here, he doesn't seem to be showing anything. Let's wait for the call from a referee.
Hold.
Touchdown. Nope. It was against Belding, so the touchdown will stand.
Yeah.
Good call, partner.
16.
All of a sudden, you can make it fun.
Well, that's why I said Elderkin, he can go up there and get that jump ball, you know.
That was a magnificent catch. I'm telling you, for this 2-point conversion, I'm putting it right back in his hands. For the 2-point conversion, I got to put it right back in his hands.
Where was that ball spotted? How big a pass was that?
That was from the 25.
So a 25-yard pass?
So Calvin Christian needs the 2 here. Let's see what they dial up. I think Bauma's either got to go to the big receiver or take it himself.
Well, he tried the last time to take it himself. He was stopped short of the line. I think you could do it if you split these 2 guys wide to the right.
I got to have my running back lead him. Big fella. Nope,
that one's
intercepted. All right.
No PAT.
Yeah.
He didn't throw that one high enough.
Nope, it's got to be way up high. All right. But big score here, 26 for Calvin Christian.
It was fun.
Belding still leads with 38, but we've still got 6:16 on the clock here.
Down to 12 points.
Will we see another onside kick?
Yes, absolutely. Right. And the question is, will Belding let this one go out of bounds?
It could be fun.
Because that ball.
Now, Belding should be responding to this with their good hands team. They should be playing this with their good hands team.
The thing is.
And these are different people up on the line.
The thing is, Belding has only so many guys on the team.
Right, but
and their good hands team was probably out there before.
They were not. This is a whole new lineup.
Okay.
On front line there, 10 is new. 1 on this side is new. 4 is new. So they have.
Why are they? Oh, there's a penalty on that. They're kicking from the 50.
Yep.
They're kicking from the 45.
So on the pass interference before was taken on the kick, not the extra point.
So they're kicking off from the 45.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Look at that far right-hand side, like right field on a baseball field. There is nobody there.
This is going to be
You
fun.
pooch it across that line and get some sprinters down there. It could be picked up and run right into. Well, I don't think you can advance. And he kicked it to the other side. There's a flag.
Well, you can't hit him. He's already down.
There's another flag.
Yeah,
that's going to be a
he
late
hit him
hit.
when he was already down. You can't do that.
I think they were offsides to start with, and now a late hit.
Well, the offsides won't.
And there was nobody in here.
Right.
Nobody.
Nobody. You could have pooched
Pooch
it
it
in
over
the air
there, and boom.
and send everybody there. This isn't going to work out for Calvin Christian.
No, that field position that they had on the kick is going to be nullified big time.
Well, that's going to be taken care of really quick here. So that'll be a personal foul. 15 yards.
Well, we're going to talk about it for at least 6 or 7 minutes.
We do that a lot. So let's just make the call. It's a spot foul. It's not hard.
I think these guys have 11 o'clock reservations, dinner reservations for 11. They've got no place
Maybe
to
they're
go.
getting paid by the hour.
Well, maybe. Last I knew football.
Yeah, we know that, but that's going to be dead ball, personal foul. Yeah, march off the personal foul. Okay, we knew all that.
So it's going to go to
Took
the
a long
40.
time to talk about it.
They're taking it to the 35. They're going to get all 20 yards. They get both penalties,
Yeah.
5 and 15.
Wow.
Wow. Now do you onside kick?
You have to.
Do you? Look at this. Look at on.
You need the football.
I understand, but look at this area down here.
I understand.
There is nobody
on the
there.
near side here.
You've
There's
got
no one here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys to the
Who have to-
right side
Who have
of
to
the
run
kicker.
like the wind, but he's not going to do that.
Well, if number 9 and 13
Wait,
look pretty quick.
wait. They're going to shift over.
There now. Oh,
Loose, ball loose.
it's
Who's on the
I don't-
scrunch?
I don't know who's got it.
I
Let's
don't
see.
either.
At least they kicked
Belding.
it toward the area. I would have, but I would have gone across. Belding gets it.
Belding's on the bottom.
I would have popped it over the top of those guys and let my 13 and 9 run down.
Right.
Kind of what Grandville does all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, you got to put it in the air.
Bulldogs.
You got to put it in the air.
You pooch it over and then let your boys run it down.
All right, now Belding's going to get the football. There's 6:16 left here in the game.
How much action have we had since that touchdown
We-
at 6:16?
We got a 12-point lead. It's almost hard
It's been
it-
10 minutes since the
and then we've had all this downtime for all these penalties. The clock's been
Oh.
stopped, so the time of the game keeps marching on. But
Well-
there's all this activity with no time on the clock. So
well,
here
we've
comes
got
Belding.
time to take a shower.
What's
and
the
get to
what's the
11
percentage of this not being
11 o'clock dinner reservations for the officials.
on the ground?
Now, at least he put it on the ground. And number 8's following his running back, or his blocking. Big hole. He's getting it all the way down to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, finally ran down by Drew Staub, but that one hurt.
But why wouldn't they have done that the last time? We've got number 8 is not getting up real
Nope,
quick.
he is down.
Timeout officials. I think they built this time into that dinner reservation, though.
Must have.
Let's hope he's not hurting. It's only
This is also a lower extremity.
yeah, but it's
This is an ankle. He must have either twisted it or rolled it.
you got
It's
the
one of those
glasses
that
on
doesn't
him.
feel good
You got the yeah.
at all.
He's pounding the ground.
Does not feel good.
What do you see in those binoculars?
Well, she's trying to keep the ankle stable.
Okay.
I think she's trying to figure out whether we have any structural issue or just soft tissue damage. But it's going to be really hard to tell with socks and a shoe on.
Well, I know that we've got all-around good guy Brian Waring on the camera tonight for us here on WCET TV. It's a Russo's Pizza night, Tom. I've got a couple ideas on Russo's Pizza player of the game. We'll give it a few more minutes before we know for sure. But tomorrow is Saturday. You've got absolutely nothing on the calendar. My granddaughter is going to be a cheerleader as a little first grader. That'll be interesting to see what kind of cheers they have.
They got him up. That's good.
Good.
No
what
weight.
What do you got going tomorrow?
No weight on that left ankle, but he's up and moving, so
Jeff-
that's a good sign.
Jeff has to referee volleyball at West Ottawa tomorrow.
Bryce is up and moving. They're going to take him to the sidelines, and I don't think we'll see him the rest of this football game. 6:06 on the clock. There's still a lot of football left here. We're only halfway through the fourth quarter. It just seems like we've been in this fourth quarter for a half a day.
And, you know, we're out of Russo's Pizza, too. We've eaten it all.
Well, we're going to have to reset the whole thing and redesign this. This has been a very, very different football game with the amount of time that has been spent with a stopped clock.
There's another conference with the referee and Coach Price.
Well, he's not happy. I think he feels on the tackle that the defender rolled and twisted that ankle because he was motioning that earlier. So he's trying to make a point that he feels there should be additional.
I don't know how you can.
You can't, but that's.
I mean, that's just part of football.
You know how it is with coaches.
Yeah. Start the clock. Start the clock.
88 with the tackle. It was Vander Cody. Who's banging on the glass?
The Black Knight coaches were banging on the glass to start the clock.
Okay. Well, I'd prefer they don't do that.
I do too. They startled me.
So here comes Belding in control, 2nd down and 8, 5:37 on the clock.
Keeping it on the ground now, which is what they should have done before when they fumbled it. There's
another penalty.
That's
going to be offsides against Calvin Christian.
Is there somebody jump across?
In the neutral zone.
Oh, okay. I think that's close. Well, be 2nd and 3 now. I think the Black Knight coaches want to get out of here. They want to take this win and go home.
Well, I would agree because
this is number 6 now. He's on the left side. He's got some blocking. He's got some running.
3 missed tackles.
He's going to get knocked out of bounds before the end zone. But what a beautiful follow your blockers.
It was great. One good cut in there. Campbell, number 50, with the tackle, finally got him out of bounds. But
did he follow his blockers
well? Followed blockers, made a great cut, didn't overrun the play, stayed within it.
That's Jack Ward, a junior.
Yeah, Jack's been active tonight. He's played well defensively as well.
He was not in a hurry.
Nope.
He stayed right behind his blockers. It's 1st and goal from the 5.
Took him head on. He's short, but he's probably a yard out.
That's number 4. Meinke? No.
Calvin Christian just trying to hold on here, but Belding with a great surge here to answer.
That was Gavin Craner, a sophomore.
So here comes Belding. Ball's on the 2, 2nd down. Total control now, 4:22 left in this football game.
Sisbinski here, under center. This time he hands it off. Number 6 is going to follow and go into the end zone.
Boy, he does a nice job. Followed his blockers, strung it out, made the cut at the right time.
Very good.
And that took the wind out of Calvin Christian there.
That finished it off.
Players' heads went down after that, and a couple of arms just flailed in the air. That one took the wind out of it. They've hung in here really tough
44.
Until this absolutely bizarre 3rd and 4th quarter. It was just so strange. They had so many opportunities in the 3rd, just couldn't quite get what they needed. And now here in the 4th, Belding has just simply taken control. 4:13 on the clock.
In the wing tee for the extra 2.
Well, they'll go for 2. They haven't kicked anything.
And they're going to give it back to 6. And he's going to walk in for 2 more.
Yep. Same play. He just cut it up a little quicker.
And that's a 20-point lead again at 46-26. And that just ices it for the Black Knights. They came from the northeast side of Grand Rapids over to the southwest side here in Grandville. And they're going to go home. It was hard fought. It was strange. There were some weird calls as far as plays that I never would have called. But then again, I'm not coaching.
Right, and we don't know about personnel, or we don't know about anything else. We have another Calvin Christian player that appears to be injured.
But still, when you've got the clock with 10 and a half minutes to go, 10:45 I think it was, you're up by 24 points, 38-14, I believe, at that time. And you go back to pass when you got a wing tee.
Yeah, that was probably the most bizarre call of the day.
Now number 66 is booking across the field. I don't know where he's going. I think he's just late for supper. He's running all the way to the locker room for something.
I can guess. I've seen it before.
Okay. That one did not cross my mind.
I've seen it before. I saw it Wednesday night in an 8th grade game, so I've seen it before.
8th grade. This isn't varsity football.
I know, but
but he was running fast enough for that.
I've seen it before. So here we go with a kickoff. 46-26, 4:13 on the clock.
This game's got it all. Line drive.
Just pick it up and run, baby.
It up. That's number 10, Daniels. Gets up to about the 30, 31. Well, Tom, I think it's time to announce the WCET Russo's Pizza Player of the Game and give him a lot of accolades. He led his team, even though I wouldn't have passed that one and have it fumbled, but you got to give it to number 0, if 0 is a number, to Anthony Sisbinski for our Russo's Pizza Player of the Game because he led the Black Knights. Now, I'm going to have to spell that last name for you because I've been slurring it all night just because I don't really know how to pronounce it. But it's a good Polish name. We'll wait till after this play here.
1st and 10, balls on the 32.
Oh, there's a blitz.
Picked up, but he's going to get flushed out.
And Elkin comes in and makes the catch. So Sisbinski is S as in Sam, Z as in zipper, U-B-I-N-S-K-I. Sisbinski.
Well, he led his team. He did a great job in controlling the offense.
He's a junior.
And getting points, so Belding's in good shape there. Bauma with flush from the pocket, made a nice little throw, good reception. There's a lot of good things here tonight for Calvin Christian. There were just those few times that they didn't fire on all cylinders and couldn't quite convert. Here they are with second down and maybe 2 yards. Blitz again.
Well, the penalties really cost them.
The receiver was not looking.
Calvin Christian had some big penalties. Now, the Black Knights also had some penalties, but I think Calvin Christian's penalties were, even at the beginning of the game when they were offsides a couple times.
Bauma read the blitz there on that last play, but
he did well.
Receiver was not looking. He was not ready. He has to also recognize that there's a blitz ensuing and know that his quarterback may have to dump that ball very quickly, and he's the closest receiver. So Belding up tight.
The Black Knights are selling out now.
No blitz.
They're bringing everybody.
And there's somebody, Bauma just dumps it. And they're all going to scream, but he was out of the tackle pocket area, threw down past the line of scrimmage. That's what he's asking right now.
I don't know that the ball
go past the line of scrimmage.
It did on the bounce.
So it'll be incomplete. I don't think they're going to call that here.
Not when it's 3 minutes to go.
Nope, he's dropping it because it didn't make it.
It's going to be intentional grounding. That's a loss of down, too.
Yep.
Well, it's 4th and 2. It's going to be. Bauma's pleading his case now.
You're not going to win that.
He's saying by 20, you're really going to call that. Well, it is a penalty, whether there's a 20-yard deficit or. But isn't that a loss of down? And that was 4th.
No, it was 3rd down. So now it's 4th. Normally we'd repeat 3rd down. We're not going to repeat 3rd down. We're going to have it 4th down.
So now they.
And another monster yardage here for Calvin Christian.
I have nothing for.
Well, Calvin Christian does. I've seen it.
4th and 18.
I've seen it already tonight.
I've seen 3rd and 15, but not 4th and 18.
Well, there's always a first time. Let's see if Belding puts any more pressure on. They've been running through here. They're rushing. It looks like the linebacker's backing off. Here he comes. Nope. Oh, he stayed the feet in bounds. Is
I
that
think
close?
He's got it. I think he has the first
Oh, I think
down.
he had the catch. His feet stayed in bounds. That's miraculous.
He's got the first down. The chains are moving.
What great footwork.
Wow. Is that number one? Elderkin.
No,
Or Elker. I can't even say it
that
now.
was magnificent.
Elderkin.
Bauma stayed in the
E-L-D-I.
pocket, threw the ball on the dime, and keeps the yardage on
Wow.
4th and forever.
4th and 18. He gets 19-yard pass.
Unbelievable.
Elderkin. Had I not announced Szybinski, Elderkin could be in the running for. There he is, another catch. And he's going to be.
He's going to mark him out.
No, they're saying
He
it's.
signaled out. So it's close to a first down, I'd say.
See, I don't understand when they keep the clock running and not when they're saying it was a completed pass. Did he go out of bounds? The clock is stopped.
Well, they're saying he was forced out.
Yeah, well.
So here we go. Bauma just looking to pick it apart. Just to do something here to pick it apart. He's got plenty of time. There is only one timeout.
You know, I see Cisco is back in. He had that cramp before.
Good. Oh. And he got rid of it. No receiver in the area.
They
And
want.
it made the line of scrimmage.
Well, but he had a player, Cisco, across the middle. He just came up short. You can't judge how
Yeah, there should be no penalty here.
No.
Because the ball hit beyond the line of scrimmage.
Well, but he had a man that was going downfield. It was just a blown coverage or a blown pattern. All of the coaches next door here still think they should get a it's amazing. It's amazing when you referee how the one team always wants it for themselves and the other team always wants it for themselves.
I've noticed that over the last almost 40 years.
Yeah.
Here we go. There's that pitch.
Why?
And Belding
why?
just defends that
Why?
to a T.
You've got 2.5 minutes.
Number 6 with the tackle. That has not worked.
Why
all
would
game.
you do that?
Ward with the tackle.
Oh my goodness!
That is Ward's 6th tackle of the game. That
You know, I
play
think
has not
I know
worked.
what happened. I think Coach Van Dam in the playbook for tonight said we have to run this one play. It's going to be a little pitch to number 32. We have to run it 7 times tonight, and
Well,
I think
great.
they're only at 6 right now.
Well, I would go for a total then of 7 that don't work. Confusing because of time, score, and all these other factors. I've got 2 receivers that I pick right now that I could go to at any point, and I think Bauma can get it to him 9 out of 10 times.
I'm busting Elkern, and he's got another
An example
catch.
is right there.
Yeah.
Now he's in bounds.
He say number 2 wants a push off. He wants an offensive pass interference, and I might agree a little bit.
Nah, I'm going to be a little hard on that one because I think he made as much contact as the offensive player did.
But I think he initiated it.
Yeah, but he was nice.
Yeah, okay. Across the middle, number 3, Cisco drops the ball.
Stop banging on the glass. I'm on TV. Stop banging on the glass. Now, I lost track here of what's going on because of some coaching next door that is.
I don't know why they're banging on the glass.
So the ball will be placed down. It will be 2nd down and 10.
Well, it was an incomplete pass to
Correct.
Cisco going across.
So it'll be going across. Bauma will bring in the play, and we'll be going from that point. So 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Ball's on the 38, minute 32. Belding leads 46-26. Jesus.
I hear you. All right, here we go. Minute 32. Bauma rolling to his left. Stops. There's a pass. And
It's going to be incomplete. As the receiver was down, incidental contact. So that'll go as an incomplete pass. Smart play on Bauma's.
That was a shove pass.
Yes, but smart play on Bauma's part. There's
Yeah.
nothing else there, so we
No.
might as well just throw the pass out and move on from there. So Belding in control here, 46-26, 1:26 left here on the clock. It'll be 3rd down now and 10.
Number 9 for Calvin Christian, Zeke Bell is a left-hander. He's warming up on the sideline. I don't know why, unless they're just playing catch.
Yeah, I don't know. So here's Bauma.
They're not going to have him go in and throw a ball or two, are they?
I don't expect anything more than a 5-man rush. Oh, what a great defensive play.
Yes, it was. Cutting right across.
Magnificent defensive play.
Cutting across. Who was that?
Belding, number 10.
Yeah,
Gavin Kramer. What a fantastic play by Gavin. Just a great play out there by him.
Had Bauma have just a little bit more on that.
Yep. But he
had his wide receiver
he
going.
He read it all the way. He didn't have primary responsibility. Read it all the way.
Well, he was a safety. He's,
yep. Came over and did his job.
He's a center field safety.
So it sets up 4th and 10.
But he's holding something. I don't know if he's holding, well, let's just say he's holding his leg.
Oh, maybe he fell awkwardly?
Well.
Because he did fall back hard.
Well, I think
they're in deep now. Those safeties are deep.
I think he might have got hit. There's an interception.
52.
He should just take a knee right there.
Yeah.
Minute 11. That's going to seal it for the Black Knights. And
Belding with the INT. That's their 2nd interception here in the second half, Andy.
Well, Bauma kind of addressed that one, put a stamp on it and said here. He definitely told everybody where that was going to go.
Right. So they should go into victory formation here, Andy, with 110. There's no reason to call any timeouts. There's no reason to do anything.
But be surprised they drop back throw. Yes, I would be surprised. Even now I would be.
Well, let's hope they have enough sense to go into victory formation. No, this should be nothing but a knee. We're short a player.
They're in a wing tee.
Well, that's fine, but he'd take the ball and just take a step back and go down. You're kidding me. How stupid are these people? I'm sorry.
He got his own fumble, but why would you hand it off?
There is no reason for them to do that.
I mean, yeah, they aren't at 57 points that they average, but still.
You have the game in hand,
just take
and all you do is go into victory formation here. It is the classy thing to do. It is the right thing to do.
And nobody gets hurt.
And nobody gets hurt. Nothing happens. I realize you have a different group out there. This is not your starting lineup.
But still,
that's fine. But with the time that's left in the game, this is not the point where you do this. This is absolutely horrendous by the coaching staff on the other side of the field.
I don't understand it.
This is
finally.
So Belding goes into victory formation. We won't see another play, Andy.
No, it's this game had the markings of everything strange, Tom. It's one of the stranger games that I've ever broadcast here on WCET. Not that Calvin got beat. It's just all the strange stuff that went on.
Well, all the strange stuff for all we know.
The long conferences with the officiating crew. I don't know what all they could have been talking about, but I can tell you this. I really enjoyed, again, working with you and Jeff helping us out on some scores from around the area and spotting and picking up a few numbers for us. All around good guy Brian Waring on the camera, directing this extravaganza. And, of course, working with you, Tom, it's always a pleasure.
Well, Andy, it's been great. Calvin Christian proves they're a good football team. They put 26 points up on the board tonight. I think they could have put up more, but they had some penalties. Belding, the real deal. Belding
is the real deal, and you're going to watch them climb in the ranks, and you're going to see they've got, I don't want to say an easy schedule, because I don't know that they do. I think they just have a good football team, as long as they don't do anything foolish.
If they don't, their schedule is what I would call extraordinarily manageable.
Manageable, very good.
And they can run through this and make themselves a very, very good position for the playoffs.
Well, we'll see you again next week at Grandville as the Bulldogs will take on the Caledonia Caledonia
Scots.
Scots. I should know that. I went to Alma College. We were the Scots at Alma College.
The Scots.
So we'll see you next week on another Friday night football game at Grandville with the Caledonia Scots. Our final score once again with Szubinski, Szubinski, first name Anthony. His number was 0. He's the Russo's Pizza player of the game. Our final score, 46 for Belding, 26 for the Calvin Christian Squires. Good night, everybody. God bless.